It's your boy J Hardcore Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you hear the sound of my voice right now, this is letting me know that you are having an awesome and fabulous day. The reason why is because God is giving you another opportunity to be great. You heard me? Another opportunity to be great. And I'm glad that you are, and I'm glad that I am. I can hear myself through here. I'm supposed to be hearing it through there. I don't know why. But I'll figure that out later too. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me try something real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, I should be hearing myself. I'm hearing myself, y'all. Let me see why I'm doing that. Let me reload. All righty. Is that better? I hope it is. Sorry about the inconvenience. And I see we got a little light right there. I can fix that. At least I don't hear myself feeling the day. Pablo, let's try this again. If you can hear my voice right now, that God is giving you another opportunity to be great. Hey, let's just get it right the first time today so we don't have to keep on doing it. Still hearing myself. Hold on. I don't know why is this happening. Is that better? There we go. There we go. I just had to push a button. Uh-oh. Still having the same problem. Nope, that didn't work either. I don't know what's going on, y'all. What's the problem? What's the problema? Why am I hearing myself? I shouldn't be hearing myself talk. I'm hearing myself talk, y'all, and I don't know why. Okay, we're gonna figure this out real quick. I don't know why that is happening. Let me get rid of that. I think that might be it. I think that's it. Hello, testing, test. Perfect. I got understanding now, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, I had YouTube playing on two different places, and that's why we was getting that reverbage or verbiage, whatever you want to call it. I ain't into problems, just solution. He said, no, you had it. No, I got it right now. I had to get rid. I had YouTube playing in two different places. All right. Well, you know what? Let's get back to the show. I ain't into problems, only solutions. Y'all know that. And the solution I want to have right now is who the first one in the building. Let me take my hat off. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right. First person in the building as usual. Okay, Mike Rim. That's right. That's him. He said, good morning, everybody. Last day till D-Day. All right. Yeah, our brother is going to surgery tomorrow, y'all. We make sure that we continue on sending those prayers up to Daddy to make sure that he be the one doing that surgery tomorrow. You did? So salute to my brother Mike Rim. It ain't like you ain't did this one before, my guy. So you're gonna come through with flying colors. Yes, indeed. He's having back surgery tomorrow, y'all. Same thing I got to go through soon. We got Naeem the Dream up in here. What's up, Naeem? I see you. I see you. He said, good morning, Hardcore family. It's the only dream that matters in here. I know that's right. Showtime the guy. What's up, Showtime? What up, what up, what up? Did you get a chance to see Jamila video yesterday? I hope you did. I hope she got to see herself because she showed up was in lights yesterday. Lonnie Lee, what up, Lonnie? Our guys back to we got a video, the other day? Yesterday, one of them days. So I'm glad we got that done. Doc and Lovely in the building. What's up? She said, good morning, Jay and the Hangout family and peace. Do I have? Okay, yeah. Okay. Moving on. Getting everything back in order, y'all. Barbara D. What up, Barbara D? She said, good morning, Jay and the Hangout crew. Jay, thank you so much for the personal Mother's Day wish. Blessings to you and your family. No problem, sis. Come on now. You know how we get down. This the Hangout, not the hung out. There go my pharmaceutical brother right there, man. Being in boxing news, salute to the Hangout. Just waking up. I see Jay haven't woke up yet. It's 8:08 a.m. What are you talking about, man? I've been up since 2 this morning, man. What are you talking about? All right, we done had a enthralled conversation in the Apple chat this morning. Yes, indeed. It seems like nobody sleeps over there. You dig? But it's all love. And what else? Who else? Are you just waking up? What, you ain't work today? What's really going on? All righty. Tim Layton says, salute. What's up, my brother from another mother? Trey Skills 42 in the building. What's up, Trey Skills? Okay, I see. Keeping perfect attendance. I got you. I got my eyes on you, man. What they say? I'm about to poke myself out. Goofiness for real. He said, good morning, Hangout. Salute to Jay and the chat. D1, Angry White Man, is in the building. He said, good morning, family. My name on Twitter is Tank's Brick Hand. If you're on Twitter, follow me for all the BS. I'm nice in here, not out there. I believe that. I'm gonna make sure I follow you. Tank Brick Hand. Okay, that's a good one. We came up with a new rehydration clause. We call it tankdration. Yeah, we got a tankdration. We ain't gonna let nobody get over on us. We hit him with the tankdration, y'all. Tim Layton said, I think weight loss will help with his stamina, but could hinder his punch resistance and power. Great point. We're gonna talk about all that. Hey, did my poll pop up? I think I made a poll for today. Did it show up, y'all? Give me a thumbs up to let me know if my poll showed up. It's supposed to be a poll in the chat. Y'all know me and technology, man. Y'all know how I get down. What else? Texas 16. I see you. I see you, Texas 16. He said Fury wins. It adds to his argument to what's exactly no cap or hate. D for the win. D for the win was in the chat this morning. The extensive tankdration chat we had today. We had a tankdration chat today, y'all. We're going to talk about all that good stuff today. Oh, yeah. The whole show of today is going to be about weight in all different fashions. So it's going to be a good conversation. Trust and believe. Yes, indeed. What else? Who else? When you had the headphones on and push that button again. Okay. Tampa Tommy was in that conversation this morning. He want to be all special and do voice. He want to do voice. You know what I'm saying? Instead of texting. I don't even know how to do a voice joint like they be doing in the chat. Yeah, I be feeling so Neanderthal and shit. Cro-Magnum and yes, indeed. Who else? Did I get everybody? Booger Man, what up, Booger Man? Booger Man. I see you got the package, Booger Man. I hope you enjoy those, man. Hope you enjoy those. I use them myself, man. I like them. You did. Then they got the little digital blicky on the side and everything. So I hope you enjoy them, Booger. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. The tube, I forget what they call them, tube beats. So I don't know what the hell the name of them, but they good though. I like them. Yep, matter of fact, I'm going to be giving away some of those probably today as well. I'm gonna be giving away. Yeah. We're gonna do a drawing today or raffles or something. We gotta start getting together this money for this whatever the hell we doing. What's that called? For the JBT. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a raffle today for the JBT, a small raffle where you're gonna be able to have a chance to win Apple AirPods or the joints for the droid. Either one. I got something for the droids too. So it could be either or. Yeah, and all proceeds of the raffle will go towards the meet and greet that we're having on July the 13th. Yeah. We going towards that. I'll be yeah. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, Barbara D. Thank you, Barbara D. She said the poll showed up. What's that beeping noise? Oh my what you call them need to be dumped. My humidifier needs to be dumped. D1 said that's cap. Nobody asked the WA to put a rehydration clause on nobody. Tank came out and tweeted, said cap. Yeah. Tank said he don't even know what the hell y'all talking about, man. He can just call the WA and say from now on I want y'all to be like the IBF. Y'all just give Tank just too much power, boy. Good Lord. Let's talk fashion. There go my youngster right there, man. What up with you, boy? Boy, I like that video you made yesterday, too, of all your opening of your shows. That was pretty neat, bro. Matter of fact, I'm going to post that today. I'm going to be working all day today on videos all day today. That's all I'm going to be doing. Okay. Let me see. BJ33, what it do? What up? Hey, the mayor's in the building. Kareem Hassan. Man, how you gonna be in here today and not yesterday? You know we had the 1 year anniversary of the show yesterday. The mayor's supposed to have been in the building yesterday, man. I'm telling you, they're talking about a re-election, man. They're talking about a re-election. You better get right. You better get right. They're talking about electing a new mayor. Get your shit in order. Being in boxing, getting ready for work, have a hernia surgery. Damn, bro. What's wrong with you? Been straining, bro? Hernia? Grown ass man getting hernia surgery, man. What the hell you been straining doing? Never mind. I don't even want you to answer that, bro. Never mind. Don't even answer that question, man. We pray that your surgery be well, my brother. He's getting ready for work and have a hernia surgery. Yeah, brother. We're going to say I can't even work out. All right, well, we're going to pray for your surgery as well, man. God damn, all y'all old cats having all these damn surgeries. Good Lord. Yeah, ain't tell me he can't even work out. Yeah, whatever, man. Only workout you be doing is pushing away from the table. Do them pushbacks from the table. That's it. He be doing them pushbacks. William Old School to Aaron. What up, Old School? What it do? GPZ. What's up, boy? Good to see you yesterday, man. He said, yo, what it do, hardcore family? Thank you, big homie, for coming through in the clutch yesterday. Them turkey wings was fire. Come on, my guy. Shh. Everybody gonna be wanting me to drop off turkey wings. Yeah. That's what's up. Glad you enjoyed it, my brother, for sure. Went to this. My therapist told me about a restaurant called Bertha's Soul Food. Now, with a name like Bertha, you know the food gotta be fire. You know. Yeah, I was telling Remo yesterday. I said, when you think of a woman that cooks named Bertha, you can tell if a woman really can cook when she's down seasoned cooking. Is when she got that little extra hanging right there. Yeah. That little thing be hanging, that little fat right there. She got that. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you, them vittles be good. Yeah. You got that extra arm fat hanging right there. Man, I'm telling you, I pay attention to stuff like that. When they got that extra arm fat, boy, let me tell you something. Good eats are somewhere around. Good eats is somewhere around, trying to tell you, man. My grandmama had that. Man. Yes, indeed. You got that extra. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Bro, still keep my right. Matter of fact, Doc and Lovely, I'm going to check on that today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you on three-way and we're gonna call up there and see what the hell the excuse they got for us this week. Because we on a month now. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense at this point. I have no respect anymore for the postal service, man. At all. Tim Lady, let's say someone must have stole mine in the mail, Jay. Hey, were you talking about your turkey wings? Somebody stole your turkey wings, boy. I put them in the mail. D1 said they hate you because they ain't. You is the case that Tank is living right now. What it do? Hey, first of all, man, before we get cooking, man, I want to thank everybody, man, for yesterday's show, man. You all made me feel good. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was touching. You all coming in and giving me those kind words and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know how to deal with stuff like that, man. I had to talk to my therapist about that. You know what I'm saying? Because but it was overwhelming. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I really appreciate that, man. And that show yesterday, man, was a touching show. I really appreciated it, man. And you all made me feel great, man. Made me feel like I want to do it one more year and one day. Seriously, man, I really appreciate all that you all said and did, and all the cash apps and the super chats and everything yesterday. I really appreciated that, y'all. So I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Also, I want to salute all my, you know who you are, Mighty Voice. You know who you are, the ones that like to watch. Salute to all the watchers, man. Peekaboo Shorty's in the building. You all know who you are. I thank you all, man, as well. I appreciate even the comments that I got in the comments section after the show was over, man. So yeah, yesterday was an amazing day for me, man. It was like having a birthday and Christmas all at the same time, man. And I really appreciated everybody, man. Yesterday, y'all just made it an amazing day for me, man. For us, because like I said, it's a we thing. So I appreciate it for us. It was just an amazing show yesterday, man. Heartfelt, and I enjoyed it. So, all right, that's all. That's enough of all that soft talk, man. Now, getting back to what else going on? What else we got going on? Remo said B&N lifting the dead weight called the Haney cult. Yeah, lifting that loss, man. Rozilla Jones is in the building. Hey, Rozilla, you're a new guy. I want to welcome Rozilla Jones to the Hardcore Hangout. Hey, Rozilla, we just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Hey, Rozilla, only one rule around here: no hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here, Rozilla. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Rozilla Jones to the Hardcore Hangout. And first chatterman is salute to you, OG, and all the homies in the chat. Rise and grind. Salute back at you, Rozilla. And I hope this don't be your last time. I hope we don't scare you away today. You did, because the hangout can be crazy. But we definitely appreciate you rocking out with us this morning, man. You did. We're the Cheers of Boxing, where everybody knows your name. Everybody make sure that y'all welcome Rozilla Jones into the hangout, man, for sure. Without a doubt. Give him that good okay. What the mayor got to say, y'all? Hold on. Speech. Hold on, speech. My bad. I missed the 1 year anniversary, but I won't miss no more. I want to get that interview bigger than boxing. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to work on that. You did? Y'all heard it. He said he ain't missing no more anniversaries. You know how them politicians is, though, around re-election time. You know how them politicians are doing re-election. Promise you the stars, boy. William Old School said, "Where my turkey wings?" Oh, they right behind the over there. Yeah, look behind you. Yeah, to the left. Yeah, over there in the corner, right there. Old School. There go your turkey wings right there. Yes, indeed. Just add a little gravy to them. Hey, there he is, Mr. All Access. Smile, boy. Smile, senior. Yes, indeed. Jesus loves you, boy. He said, good morning, hangout. Good morning to you, my brethren. A little big homie. Little big homie. Remo said, what's up, Doc and Lovely? And he said, salute 5-5. Tim Layton said, my headphones. Oh, okay. Is that what you talking about? How you know if he got headphones or not? You don't know what he got. Yes, indeed. Okay. D for the win. Say, Tank's brick hand. What's good, brother? I'm calling you that from now on. All right. Yeah. My man Al Booger, man. I sent him some headphones, man, because that brother is always doing guests. I mean, not guests. What is it called? He's always paying for people membership. That brother always buying membership for people, man. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do something just to let him know I appreciate. That man bought over 10 memberships since he been here. So I appreciate you for doing that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So just a token of my appreciation, man, because you're always looking out for everybody else, man. So I appreciate that. Nobody asked him to do it. He just does it, man. You did. Yeah. But that's how we get down up in here in the hangout, man. It's just nothing but love. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got somebody that sent some bread already. Who sent some bread? Oh, let me find out a minute. How I missed that? Okay. Bam. Shamalam. Kareem Hassan. Look at him, politician. Look at the politician trying to buy his way. That's my big homie, though, y'all. That's my big homie. He did 37 years in prison, y'all. Came back out and became a productive guy in society and actually helping other people get home now. So salute to my brother Kareem Hassan. I was fortunate one time to attend one of those events that Kareem Hassan and his crew throws. It was a lifers meeting or event. Everybody in there that did some crazy time. You did. Yeah. I mean, goodness gracious, man. It was wall to wall felons everywhere, Jack. And I felt safe. I felt safe, man. Excellent event. Matter of fact, I even still got pictures of when me and him took a picture together. Matter of fact, I'll put that picture up so you all can see when me and him got good and clean. We had got clean that day. See if I can find that picture. Me and brother Hassan got suited and booted. See if I can find that picture, man. It's somewhere up in here. You did, you know. Very seldom you get a chance to put some suits on and get clean. You know what I mean? Unless you somebody like Remo. You know. He dressed for success. Trying to see if I can find that picture of me and Kareem Hassan. Suited and booted it. We were suited and booted it. Let me see, can I find it? Where's that picture? Where's that picture? Gotta be somewhere. What else y'all got going on, man? Y'all see what the topic and title is about today? About your boy Tyson Fury losing all that weight. And we're gonna talk about that today, y'all, and as y'all see the poll, it talks about it in the poll as well. Do y'all think it's going to help him or do you think it's going to hinder him? Okay, here's the picture of me and Kareem Hassan right there. Yeah, there we is. We suited and booted at the event. You know what I'm saying? There it is. There it is. Yeah, we was cleaner than Philadelphia roaches, Jack. You know what I mean? See, one thing you can say about the hangout, it ain't just online shit. Yeah, it ain't just online shit. We all get together. We see each other. We do things. We talk offline. We talk on the telephone. How many other channels do that? How many other channels do you get a chance where y'all hang out and talk on the phone and real shit? That's how we get down in the hangout, man. It ain't just online. It ain't just an online thing, man. Yeah, exactly. What Babruska Brody talking about? He talking about he back for y'all entertainment. Okay. Being in boxing news say 37 years. That's Remo and Aunt McQueen entire lifetime. He's been locked up. Damn. He's a beast. Yeah. Anytime a guy can do that type of time, man, and come out and still, you know, not be beaten in life. And, man, that man that came out, man, and doing his thing, Jack. You know what I mean? So I salute cats that can do stuff like that, man. BVO Boxing TV, GP, God's property, my guy. I like that. Yes, indeed. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What else? Who you say? Showtime say clean as hospital what? Yeah. Clean as hospital cotton. I know that's right. Let me yeah, man, but yeah, you got your boy Fury, man. He done lost some weight. He done lost some weight, man. And what do y'all think? Do y'all think that weight's gonna help him? Is it gonna hinder him? I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of him right now, man. Here's one picture of Fury right there, man. Look at he looking mean and lean, y'all. You dig? And it's not that what we call skinny fat. Skinny fat. That's when you've been in skinny fat is when you've been in fat camp. You dig, and you lose the weight, but it ain't no tone anything to it. But you can see that Fury got some tone, you dig, in his arms and everything. You dig, and yeah, I mean, so the brother looked like, you know, it might benefit him. You did lean, you know. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, man, one thing about Fury, man. I give I'm not a Fury guy. I'm gonna let y'all know that right off the jump. I really don't, but I respect him. And the reason why I say that, man, because I know where the brother came from. And when he puts his mind to something, man, he gets it done. Because we all remember this. We remember that, right? Look at him, yo. The brother came from that to get to that right there. You did? You know what I'm saying? And that's not something easy to do. That's a mindset. That's a mindset when you can do stuff like that, man. You did. So I do take my hat off to Fury, man, because I know where he came from. We all know that he was doing a lot of unmentionable things and everything. You did. But this time, you know, he's coming down in weight, man. He hasn't been this type of weight since the Wallin fight. Actually, yeah, the last time he's been this low was the Outer Wyland fight when he came in pretty light, and I think at the Outer Wyland fight he came in at around 254 and a half. Yeah. It was about 254 and a half, man. What's up, Legacy Define? I see you over there, my guy. He said hardcore boxing news is not only needed in the world of boxing, but brings harmony to the entire earth. He said hardcore boxing news is not only needed in the world of boxing, but brings harmony to the entire earth. All right, like that. When was the last undisputed heavyweight? 25 years ago, Lennox Lewis, D for the win. 25 years ago, and it was Lennox Lewis. He's been holding on to that undisputed ever since. And we'll know this weekend if we'll have a new undisputed champion, or it might be a draw. We never know, y'all. But where the question was, man, is this weight loss going to help him? Now, if I had to give you all my opinion, and that's what y'all come in here for, to hear my opinion and others as well, I feel though that this is going to help him some. The reason why is because the guy that he's fighting moves very well. You dig? And I think that extra weight, what you call him, had is not going to help him. It's not like when he fought Wilder. You dig? He knew he needed to wear Wilder down. But I think this lessen weight for Fury, man. Well, I tell you what, let's look at Fury's weights. Let's look at them. All righty, there we go. Let me move something real quick so we can see everything. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. When he fought Wilder, the first Wilder fight, he was at 256. I didn't realize he was that low on that first Wilder joint. Okay. When he fought Swartz, he was 263. When he fought Wallin, he was 254. The second Wilder fight, he was 273. Damn, he fought Wilder 3 times? 1, 2. I don't remember. Damn. Okay. I don't remember. For some reason, I don't remember. The third time he fought Wilder, he was weighing 277. Those were weigh-in weights. So you know he was even heavier the next day. When he fought Dillian White, he was 264. When he fought Shazor the third time, 268. When he fought Ngannou, he was 277. You dig? And I think that he's probably going to come in probably around anywhere from 248 to 256 tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. That's what I'm guessing the weight will probably be. And I think it was intentional to get down like this, not just to be in just great shape, but I just feel though that this is going to give him advantage on when it comes to moving. I want to read something that his trainer said, y'all. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Uh, Tyson Fury. Wait, let's see. Let me see. Because his trainer said something, it gave you the reason why they are coming in lighter. Okay, let me see if I can find that, y'all. Um, uh, 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 uh. Let me see. He said, people are saying to me all the time, you're looking skinny. Well, I weigh exactly the same on the scale I have been using for the last 10 years. Okay. I want to, it was, hold on one second, y'all. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Let me see. If I can't find it, I'm just going to paraphrase what Stewart said, his trainer. He was like, yo, and basically what I said earlier is he was saying that the reason why they wanted to come in like that because of their opponent. Their opponent is going to be pretty light on his feet. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be able to match. They want to be able to match him all the way around. They feel though IQ wise they're fine, but they want to be able to match his fleet footing and everything. They want to be able to move. They want to be able to be quicker reflexes and all those type of things, you know. So I think we're going to have a very good damn fight this weekend, man. I think it's going to be more exciting than what we thought it was going to be. And I don't think we're going to get a wipeout at all. And I don't think none of y'all think it's going to be a wipeout. D1 said, and 10 pounds of hydration should be way more enough. And if not, it's time to move up to IBF. Has it right. Every single fight has a 10-pound hydration clause. What's up, Flawless? Flawless mentality. Dr. Mark, how you doing today, broski? Always good to see the good Dr. Mark in the building. What else? Let me see. What are y'all saying in the chat? I said D1 said for a competitive edge over a smaller man, and it's not cool. What else? What else? Let me see what else people are saying. BBO said it's going to be exciting. We got a new guy in the building. We got Nazis Khan. We want to welcome Nashis Khan to the Hardcore Hangout. Hey, Nashis, we're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together, talk about this beautiful sport we love called box. We got only one rule around here, Nashis Khan. No hitting below the belt. That means that we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Nashis Khan into the Hardcore's Hangout. And his first chat is Joyce nearly beat Usyk in the Olympics. Well, you know, Sean Porter beat him. Sean Porter beat Usyk as well when they were fighting. I think they fought at 165, and Sean Porter beat Usyk. Yeah, just food for y'all thought. You know what I mean? D for the win say he think he's going to weigh about 252 on weigh-in tomorrow. Being in Boxing News say 44 viewing and only 31 likes. I seen 51 at one time. So let's get them likes up, y'all. Let's get them likes up. That is so imperative. I appreciate it. Thank you. Please and thank you, like Miss Joette always says. please, and thank you. Is the good sis in here today? Miss Joette, are you being a mighty warrior or you're not here today? Talk to me quick before I forget. Tampa Tommy say, I wish all dudes I fought didn't have weight advantage on me. I've had way less L's. Yeah. When you're in that concrete jungle, weight classes don't matter. That dude bummed down on you. Your biggest thing is making sure you don't get on the ground. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't let a big guy get you on the ground because it's over with. Ain't that right to leave Cunningham? Salute to you. Doc and Lovely said, push the goddamn button. Shoe Sport, what up, my guy? He said, man, this fight's going to be exciting this weekend. I agree. I miss the 510 text message from last night that I woke up to. Sorry, Jay. I think Fury will be 248. Yeah, that's what I said. Anywhere from 248 to 256, I think. Skywalker Boxing. There go my guy right there. Yeah. The only real Spider-Man I know. He's the real Spider-Man. He says, salute Jay and the hangout. Blessed day. Hoping Usos pulls off an upset. He got to hit and run on that big dude. Yeah. And that's another reason why I think Fury's got that weight down. Yeah. Texas 16 say 260 to 265, walking through the ropes. Boss Dog in the house, y'all. What's up, Boss Dog? Always good to see the brethren Boss Dog in the building, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, for sure. Hey, let's find out what's happening in the world of boxing. Then I'm gonna bring on panelment so everybody can start talking about this weight stuff. Because we also want to talk about hold on, we got another new guy in the building. We got the Nigerian Nightmare in the building. Okay. Here's a boxer. He called himself the Nigerian Nightmare. Hey, Nigerian Nightmare. We're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together, talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We got only one rule around here, Nigerian Nightmare. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody mama men up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome the Nigerian Nightmare into the hangout. And his first chatterman is Legacy Defined. Did he say anything before that, though? Let me see. Okay, I don't think he said anything prior to that. Naeem the Dream said, we can spar if you don't hit that like button. I know that's right. Hey, BVO, y'all. I ain't gonna say who it is. I'll let him tell y'all. But BVO about to get a big interview, y'all. He gonna get a big interview, but I'm gonna let him tell it. I'm not gonna tell it, but I am letting y'all know to keep your eyes out. BVO Boxing will be getting a big interview coming up, God willing. Or Inshallah, however you want to say it. It both means the same thing, God willing. Yes, indeedy. Let's talk fantasy. I don't think Tyson gets enough credit for his feet and that flickers jam that used to set up that clubbing right hand. What? Remo is saying something nice about the dinosaurs? What in the yeah, Remo said something nice about a dinosaur? Hey, Remo, you are aware that he's a heavyweight, right? Somebody get a cold compact and put it on Remo's forehead. Yeah, I think he's coming down with a fever. For sure. Matter of fact, hold on one second, y'all. I got to go get the other thing that we're going to be raffling off.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, we're going to be doing a raffle. We're going to be doing a raffle, and all the proceeds will go towards the meet and greet that we are having in Philadelphia. And the prizes are one, AirPods, brand new. If you don't have AirPods, Apple, this is for the droids. It's another earbuds as well. Brand new in the box. Or wireless headphones. Wireless headphones. All right. You got a black set and a black and red set. So yeah, you're going to be able to win any of these things. All right, and the raffle will be for $10, and all you got to do is cash app $10, and I will put your name in the drawing, and we will have that drawing. Let's have fun. We're gonna have it today. We're gonna have that drawing today. I'm gonna put together the cash app. Well, you can send the cash app for right now to here, and then I will send it to the what is it called? To the let me, because I don't have the other one, the other cash app up. But if you send it to my cash app, I will make sure that it goes into the JBT JBT bank account, to the JBT bank account. But if you want to be in the raffle, you send $10, and where it says what it's for, put raffle and your name. Just your first name is sufficient. You dig? And you'll have a chance to win. You'll get a pick of what you want. You dig? But I guess we're gonna do a raffle for this. We're gonna do for the droid, and we're gonna do the raffle for, so it's three different ones. You dig? So there you go. All righty. I just got one from Tampa Tommy. Matter of fact, let me I just got a cash app for Tampa Tommy.
I'm about to empty what's in here right now. That is empty. Nothing's in there. Oh, there it is. There's one right there. Bam. Empty now. And I'm going to get a piece of paper so that I can put the names in for the drawing. 9 o'clock. You know what that means? Time to put the babies to sleep. All right, there's some paper. Then I need a pen. Need a pen. Goodness gracious, why I don't have this type of stuff? How you gonna have a whole desk with no pen, paper, pencil, none of that stuff? All righty. Give me a second. I'm gonna get that. But yeah, so far we got one person that then sent the $10 for the raffle. Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. We just got another one. D for the win. D for the win. Let me get a pin, y'all. Bear with me one more second. Let me get a pen. Righty. Okay. We got Tampa Tommy. Thomas. Okay. Tampa Tommy, yours. What are you putting yourself in what drawing for? I know D for the win says his is for the Apple. D for the win will be for the Apple. Okay. Tampa Tommy, let me know what yours is for. Hold on. D1, appreciate it. He sent $2, but the raffle's $10 though. D for the one. I mean, D1. He said, "How do we get the raffle ticket?" Oh no, I'm gonna put your name on it on the piece of paper, put it in the drawing, and we're gonna draw it right here live. We're gonna do that right before the show is over. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So far we got 2 people so far. Let me see something. Yeah. All righty. What else? Let me see. How do we get the raffle tickets? Okay. All right. Tim Layton said, "I can't wait for the meetup." Kenneth Johnson, what up, my guy? D for the win said, "Somebody let me hold $10." Being inbox news say treasurer. Yeah. Cash Sport is the treasurer of the for the JBT. He was elected. He was elected as the treasurer. Let's Talk Fashion says Rich Thread raffle is also coming soon. All right. I can't wait for that one. Yes, indeed. Maybe he'll be raffling off that varsity jacket. Wink, wink. Like wink, wink. Yeah, nobody want no what's that, bro? The babushka. Nobody want no babushka. Nobody want no babushka. No babushka. What is that? Why am I seeing shadows on the? Oh no, might be a ghost in here or something. I don't know. All righty. All right, but yeah, if you want to be in the raffle, definitely send $10 and that'll get you in the raffle. All monies will go towards the what you call which jammy we having the meet and greet. Yes, indeedy. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do right now, let's get back to boxing talk, y'all. Let's find out what's happening in the world of boxing. And then we're going to drop the link and we're going to talk about weight in boxing. First of all, what's happening in the world of boxing? Usyk plans to fight until he's 40, regardless of results against Tyson Fury. Heavyweight history dictates that Fury versus Usyk won't live up to the hype. Paul Imaginati gives Jake Paul some credit for the rise of Amanda Serrano. Horrible Harry Scoff ready to rise to the occasion against Karen Shugazahazen. Sparring partner for Usyk reveals what makes heavyweight champion very special. Life at the bottom. Most boxers earn less than minimum wage. Damn, that's sad. Hey, station break me. Let me drink some of this good. Oh, my coffee ain't real hot. What's going on? While grounded by discipline, Baharakam Murtalaviz dares to dream big. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. People don't want two guys tickling each other. All righty. We just received a $10 anonymous donation for Airbnb. That's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about. So that's not even for the raffle. That's just a donation. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. All right. We're moving on up. Appreciate that. Uh-oh. All right, what's this? Please enter my name. I included taxes, fees, and some more. Castro, Texas, 16 South. Okay. Hey, make sure that y'all send Cash App, man, because anytime you send a super chat, they take 40%. YouTube takes 40% of the super chat. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're doing for stuff like these raffles. But no problem, Texas 16 South. I'll put you in as well. But anybody else, send it Cash App, because if not, YouTube takes 40%. What else? I appreciate it. He said that he's putting in for taxes and all that good stuff. Appreciate you. So that is Texas 16 South. And what do you want us to put you in for? Texas 16. What raffle you want to be in for? The Apple, the Droid, the wireless headphones? Let me know. Put it in the chat for me so I know which one to put you in for, my brother. What else? All right, where we at? Despite advancing years, Kovalev wants to show what he has left. Okay, Kovalev. Angel Ferrero and Yankovic Rivera land fights in Puerto Rico. Hey, Puerto Rico. Jonathan Lopez wants boxing fans to know his name. Okay. Undecided Frazier Clark favoring Usyk one day, Tyson Fury the next. George Foreman, Tyson Fury. George Foreman said Tyson Fury has met his match. Okay. Frank Warren says Fury versus Usyk's rematch will likely come before a Joshua fight. Why Jay Apatea welcomed Neres Breedis delay and has high hopes for Australia. Phoenix honors proud Kabahar with street signs. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the link in the chat. Another conversation, y'all, that I definitely want to be brought up as well. The WBA has entered same rules that, and this is what I'm hearing so far, that the WBA is going with the same rules that the IBF has now, that they're having a 10-pound rehydration. You can't go past 10 pounds the next day, same day of the fight. So people have been saying it's kind of funny that it happens right around Tank fight with Frank. So they're saying that, Tank got so much pull that he called the WBA and told the WBA from now on that they're going to work just like the IBF and that you can't have no more than 10 pounds the night of the fight. So, yeah, Tank got major pull, y'all. Also, Tank also is going to be including from now on what type of gloves you are going to be able to wear, 4-minute rounds, and also you'll be able to have Kool-Aid in your water bottles from now on. All brought to you by Tank. Yes, indeed. Oh, Tank will also specify from now on the meal that you can have the night before the fight as well. So I want to thank Tank for all that he has done, man. He's doing a lot for boxing. I'm gonna bring my guy D1 up in here, Angry White Man, to the conversation.
Imagine that. Imagine that shit, though, Jay. One guy can have all that pull. You know what? The contract signed. I'm calling the guy from the WBA. Frank, you looked a little big at that press conference. We're going to cap you at 10 pounds after the fact. And then these idiots are on Twitter Spaces acting like it's law, acting like because the Queens of the Ring and Frank Martin said it, the shit's got to be true. And this is how all of our boxing news and all the bullshit gets out of hand. One person says one thing in a chat or at Twitter or wherever the hell they are. The next person takes it and runs with it like it's law. And then now all of a sudden you got 1,000 goofies with YouTube channels thinking they know what's going on, when really they've been misinformed from a comment on Twitter.
Yeah, because I actually went on the WBA website and see if I can find any truth to this, and I couldn't find anything. Yeah, I couldn't find anything. But
I thought it was true at first. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to defend this fuck shit. Are you kidding me? I can't even, my thumbs ain't fast enough to be fighting with these retards.
Oh no, not retards.
That's what they are.
Oh my goodness. Hey, we got a new guy in the chat, y'all. I want to welcome Jason Gervin to the Hardcore Hangout. Hey, Jason, we're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Hey, Jason, we only got one rule around here: no hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Jason Gervin into the Hangout, and his first chatment is: even if Tyson loses through weight issues, then he got a rematch. It's not happening a second time. Okay. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure that y'all give Jason a good Hardcorean welcome. Let him know that he has reached the best morning show in boxing.
Facts.
Yes, indeedy, man. So what do you think about being able to have Kool-Aid in your bottle from now on, per of Tank, though?
As long as it's great.
That grape Kool-Aid do be hitting though.
Yeah, straight up. It's silly, man.
Yeah, Tank got too much pull, man.
Yeah, I'll just rewrite contracts, whatever I need.
Yeah,
It's
Mike
silly.
Garner, I seen that Earl did text it as well. You dig? That's where I actually first seen Earl say it first. But like I said, I haven't seen anything from the WBA itself, though.
Well, what did Earl say?
Earl was the first person that tweeted about the WBA saying from now on it's going to be a 10-pound rehydration cap.
Really? So they're trying to change their rules?
That was the first person that said it. Earl mentioned it first.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Then Tank responded, and Tank said, "I'll read what Tank said, y'all, because I did." We got another $10 for the raffle, and that's going to be dark and lovely. What are you putting in for on the raffle, dark and lovely? What raffle you want to be part of? And Texas 16, I need to know what yours is. You might have said it in the chat and I missed it.
We got 2 raffles.
You're going to be able to. You can win this, or you can win this. I'm gonna do individual, so everybody that's going for the Apple can be in a certain a raffle. Everybody that's going for the Droid can be in this. Everybody that's interested in getting the wireless headphones can be a separate drawing as well.
Yeah, I don't know how to send it to you while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I can't be multitasking on my phone.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know how to use the thing.
Okay, but I'll put you. You want to?
AirPod.
What do you want? AirPod. Okay.
Yeah, I bought about 50 pairs of them things. My kid loses them like on a monthly basis. Can never have enough AirPods.
Oh man. Matter of fact, GPZ won the last pair, and I delivered them to him last week.
Straight to his door.
Yes, indeed. To his door. Yes, indeed.
Boy.
Okay. Texas 16 said Droid or headphones. Okay, cool.
Tyson Fury looks great, man. He looks great. Like he's in like the best shape of his life. But when you said he did that for Ala Wallin, that was probably one of the worst ass whippings he took with that big ass cut.
How about that? Earbuds. Talking lovely earbuds. Okay.
I wouldn't bet on this fight. I think this is a true 50-50 fight. You really don't know who you're going to get in the ring, and that's what matters. Because if Tyson shows up, it's going to be a great fight. But if the guy who showed up that fought Ngannou, which we already know that ain't it, because
I don't think we're getting that guy. I don't think we're getting that guy because the shape one thing I can say, man, when he gets his mind set on something, he can do. Seems like he can do anything, man. Because to come down from 400 pounds, man, and get into the optimal shape that he did, 400 pounds, doing cocaine, drinking, and everything, to being heavyweight champion of the world again. That tells you a lot about the mindset of him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I gave anybody the edge in this fight, it would be Usyk, but the good big guy versus the good little guy. Yeah. Usyk never did cocaine. He ain't never been out partying in between fight. He always in the gym. That Ukraine mindset. I can't imagine he's out getting messed up and shit in between fights. So I think that could play a factor in this.
Facts. Tampa Tommy.
Good morning, gentlemen.
What up?
We were having a heated conversation in the Apple chat this morning, man.
Oh, I was fully caffeinated.
I had 500 missed texts this morning when I woke up. 510. I said, golly, boy.
That's why I've been took off my notification on
I had to. I had to. I'll be in and out of there. I see it all, hear it all.
Hell yeah. Plus, I'm in an international chat too, international boxing chat. So, you know,
Shit.
you got people from all different countries in that chat. So, you know, it'd be the UK guys chatting like 3 a.m, but it's like, you know, regular morning time for them and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Talking about bro.
Bro.
Hey, bro.
Bro.
Mate. Yeah, but Tampa Tommy feels though that you know, it shouldn't be no cap on rehydration. And tell us why again, Tampa Tommy.
Because the real danger happens to these fighters when they can't fully rehydrate, and that's when they are susceptible to brain injuries. So if you're talking about putting a cap on how much a fighter could rehydrate, I think you're increasing the risk that they don't fully rehydrate and they get more of a brain injury. And secondly, if you take two fighters, say for example, that fight at 135, you got one dude with a slim build and one dude with a husky build. The slim dude is naturally going to walk around close. Let's say we're going to take it for granted both of them are staying in shape and they fairly disciplined. The slim dude is naturally going to fight closer to his weight. He can't peel as much weight off, and he can't rehydrate as much. Where dude who's naturally bigger, like say David Benavidez, he can dehydrate mad weight and rehydrate mad weight because that's just the way God made his body. God
Yeah.
didn't make my body like that. But if you limit where dude can rehydrate, I just think you're putting him at more injury of brain injuries.
You're right. I think the cap should be on the cut. You shouldn't be able to cut all of this weight. The hydration is very important. It's the most important part. So therefore, they got to find a happy medium. You can't cut more than 15 pounds to fight at this weight division because we're going to have to cap you on the rehydration. You can't be fighting at 135 when you're a fucking welterweight. Everybody can see it. Everybody knows it. So now the guy who's fighting at his more natural weight class has to deal with somebody dropping down 25 pounds just to be able to get a competitive edge with reach, size, being able to take blows. They should put the cap on the cut, not the hydration. And me and you were just talking in the chat about that. And maybe that's more of what I'm trying to say is I don't care that these guys put the 10 pounds on them because they're looking for a size advantage to begin with. So they both get a give and take with that. You know what I'm saying? But they got to start limiting the cut. You shouldn't be able to cut that much weight.
See, I'm going to make the same argument on that one because me and you might go into the same training camp, and in an 8-week training camp, I might naturally peel 12 pounds. You might naturally peel 20. You know what I'm saying? So how can I say, all right, I don't, it's a hard one, man. It's no easy answer to it.
It is. It's a catch-22. It's give and take. It's if you're going to cut 25 pounds to fight little men, you're going to have to deal with that 24-hour hydration shit. It just is what it is.
Yeah, my thing is, hey, man, if you fight where you're supposed to fight, then you don't have to worry about all these weight rehydrations and all that. Fight the weight class you're supposed. People only do that to get a competitive edge, man. You know, they fight littler guys, man, to get a competitive edge. So they be the big man. Fight your fucking weight class, man, and then we don't got these issues, man.
But then you're gonna get killed. Because, say for example, I get my body down to 154 without dehydrating. I'm just 154. That's my weight. I weigh in 154. I step in the ring 154. And then the dude I'm fighting rehydrates to 170.
No.
I'm gonna get my ass beat.
No, because if everybody has to fight what they supposed to be fighting, that's what I'm talking about.
Me too.
Everybody's actually fucking fighting where you're supposed to be fighting at. Because
you know
we
what
all
I think?
know nobody fights their weight that they supposed to fight at.
Nobody.
Mayweather did.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But most people don't do it. They don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if everybody fought where they fucking supposed to fight at, we wouldn't have these problems, man.
I know, man. And if it was really that serious of a problem with the 10-pound hydration, you shouldn't need more than 10 pounds of fucking water in one night. I mean, the IBF wouldn't be able to have that rule if it was seriously unsafe. I think the fans put more bullshit into that because their favorite fighter can't adhere to the hydration clause. Jaron Ennis, every single one of his fights got a 10-pound on it. Nobody says shit about that. Nobody ever says complains about an IBF sanctioned championship fight because of the 10-pound hydration clause. Oh, both these guys are gonna look like shit tonight. They're fighting for the IBF. It's just not. It's a fantasy, man, that fans have in their heads because their favorite fighter can't make or has a rehydration clause placed on them. They want. It's a built-in excuse. Truth be told,
I think there's only one way to
is.
make it fair. Oh, my bad, D1. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead. You good? You good, Tom?
I think there's only one way to make it fair. If during the training camps, these fighters are tested to see how much hydration they have in their system and say you can't dehydrate your body so low. We're still going to go to different weights, but at least both of us are going to be healthy.
It's sad, man. I mean, it's coming to the forefront of fighting and combat sports because it's such an issue now. Everybody's talking about it, complaining about it. The guys in the UFC, some of them astonishing 30 pounds. For what? Why can't you just move up and fight? There's only 4 more pounds. These weight divisions are so often infrequent. It blows my mind that these guys are doing this. 4 pounds is that much of a difference? It is though, ring.
Yeah, but in actuality, remember when Mayweather, when what you call him, Canelo was like, shit, we'll do 153, and Floyd and them jumped on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew those few extra ounces, few extra pounds make a big ass difference.
It will get you knocked out.
Yeah, that 3 pounds that Ryan had helped like hell. You know what I'm saying? Those few pounds help, man. They do help, man. Especially when the other person is struggling to make weight.
Yeah,
you know
that's when it matters. Because if a guy has a good weight cut, Mario versus Tank, he had 10 pounds. You ain't hear that shit out of his mouth not one time. Because he's a true warrior.
Yeah, but I interviewed him and I asked him about that, and he's like, I'm not making any excuses. He said, but that fucking weight cut was horrible for him.
Well, he knows he shouldn't have been at 140. But he hit a growth spurt.
But he had to get that money though. He had to get that money.
Hey,
y'all, I was thinking about when I do the drawing, it's just going to be one drawing, and you all just let me know. Whoever wins, just let me know what you want. It'll be just that simple. I already got some people already said it, but that way, it's real simple. So I ain't got to have
when you
4
pull the
different
ticket,
drawings.
what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it just that simple, man. You dig? Because shit, about time I send it, ship it out. Shit, it's probably gonna be $8 to $10 for the shipping.
It will. Yeah.
So it's gonna be one drawing, and we'll just let me know. But if I'm gonna make sure I keep that up.
Good morning, fellas.
There's the Cash App right there. The drawing again will be, you can win this, the Apple head, or the Droid earbuds, or wireless headphones. It's 3 different things that you can have a chance to win.
I need anything Apple, Jake. Anything Apple.
Remo and T Hill, is that who's in the building right now?
Yeah. Remo's up in here. And T Hill
is up. Good morning, my family, man. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, T Hill and Remo.
What's going on, champ?
I'm just listening to you guys cook, man. I mean, like you guys have been saying, it seems like it's unfair when you look at the grand scheme of things. It would place people in a division that they need to fight within, man, instead of killing themselves, breaking themselves to get down some 30, 40 pounds just to have an advantage over people that you should not be fighting. And honestly, man, I think that this year and as well as last year and the years prior to that, but especially these last 2 years have showed us that there needs to be some changes in the politics of boxing. There are things that take place that should not be taking place. You shouldn't be having people rehydrating up to 30 pounds in one night to get in the ring. That is astounding. There shouldn't be issues with gloves. There shouldn't be issues with supplements that you put in your body. There shouldn't be issues with how a fight is judged. There shouldn't be issues with the officiating in there. There shouldn't be issues with promoters and fighters not coming together to put on these fights. These things are the political strings that are being pulled on a daily basis that affect the product that are being placed in the ring, man. And, because so much money is changing hands, it's gonna be hard to get it acquitted. But I think it needs to be seriously talked about, and it needs to be seriously devised a plan in place to be proactive and making it level all the way across and truly competitive.
You broke that down so calmly. I feel like if you just talk to the right people, they'll listen to you, T Hill. I swear to God, they will.
but we know the almighty dollar rules everything, though.
Can you
And
hear
that's
me?
yeah. I mean, Wu-Tang told me best, man. It rules everything around me. And you could clearly see it, man, because, like, come on. That type of Tommy, man, like, there should be no way a man could get into a ring with something that really gives him a greater advantage over another fighter when we having fighters dying in the ring, man. It should not be so. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be getting in the ring. And I mean, I've placed my hands in some brand new gloves, and I tried to stretch my hand all the way out. I could barely move that bad boy. But I could see one flapping around in the ring. I could see you fully extend where you're like open hand catching, palming fist. It shouldn't be that in one night I get in the ring, I got on the scale, and then one night later, I'm almost 40 pounds heavier than what I was when I weighed on the scale. These things shouldn't be, and it damn shit. They definitely got to fix the vantage point or the way boxing is being scored. Because and I think there should be, like, how they got the camera on the scorecard live so that it could be put on the screen too, so people could see it being scored at the time. So we have transparency there. I believe, like, if there is egregious cards, I believe that there needs to be strict and stern discipline. And I think that refs need to be held accountable. It should not be even uttered that there was commentary by a ref to a corner about something that we saw where it looked like that person was in conjunction with the other, or he was doing something to like assist another fighter in the ring. These things should not be. It shouldn't be so. It definitely shouldn't be that where you live, you get an advantage over somebody because of the things that are available to you. So yeah, they got to do something to clean up the sport, because it's getting further and further towards just a money grab. And that's why these fighters likewise are responding in kind, like, yo, I'm grabbing as much money as I can, because they're dealing with this stuff. They're in the ring with this stuff. Hey, people get mad at Tank, but man, Tank fights to his weight. He's the outlier. He's the exception to the rule. All these other people trying to get an advantage. His only advantage is that I'm skilled.
And he got that
You
big
know what I'm
ass
saying? It's like, yo, that's not cool. Just because I'm skilled, you can do whatever you want to do to get an advantage over me, and I'm good with that. So, like, I really fully believe, like, there should be same day weigh-ins, bro. And I believe that people should be held accountable to fight at a weight that's closer to their true weight, their true healthy weight. Because I know walk around weight and being truly healthy is two separate things, but it should be closer to the weight that you are when you're not in a fight, but you constantly still in the gym doing what you got to do. Because that'll give the best fight for them as well too. My honest opinion.
All right. Remo, what you got for us?
This nigga Thomas Hill is trying to win mayor
Fuck it,
boxing
right, boy.
because Kareem Hassan, you got something in this run because he trying to change the whole sport in one conversation. Jesus Christ!
My bad, man. My bad.
But first off, good morning to everybody. And
Top of
all
the
that and
morning.
all that. I'll
Top of the
start off
Right,
with
morning.
that. Babushka
Top of the
Poppy
morning.
is back in the building.
Yeah, we're
You
not
know,
trying to win no babushka for the Raffles either, bro.
we ain't gonna do this online, Jay.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, look, I wanna touch on the weight thing, the weight conversation. First off, I would hate to be that popular that everything I say gets put into the microscope.
Right.
I would hate to be that popular.
That's a fact.
That's first and foremost. But I get it with the whole, me and Tommy go back and forth on this one, but the disciplinary behavior that you say, all right, I'm disciplined that I can make the weight.
going
That
across.
that shit looks good and it sounds good, but if you putting yourself at a disadvantage that you can only rehydrate and cover your brain with a certain amount of fluid because you are depleting yourself to the level
Mm.
of a fighter that's naturally walking around at a certain weight. So dumb action, regardless of how much weight you put on, your body can only regain a certain amount that's going to cover that brain. Forget the weight factor. You doing that to yourself to try to get an advantage at a weight class that you
Facts.
really don't believe in yourself to go up, or you think that you could get an advantage on somebody at that weight class that you draining your body to that point to do. So I'm not gonna say all right, he's disciplined. Great. Not even only him. Certain fighters are disciplined to the point where they could allow themselves to do that, but they're putting themselves in harm's way. So, and the second thing with Tank, right? With the Tank saying now he's being accused of, what you call it, putting clauses on people. He ain't never
Mm-hmm.
say nothing about fighting at his weight class. He said if Ryan would have made the weight, it'd have been no rehydration of it. Anybody at that weight class that he was campaigning at, it wasn't that conversation. But the only talk about it is dudes that Ryan, who never made the 140, but he called himself a 140 fighter. He didn't want to make 135, so he wanted the 136. So they put something on him. His body itself can't make that weight. He don't belong there. Put him at a
Facts.
weight class. Put him at a weight class where you're not depleting yourself of all your fluids to the point where you need IVs and get wrapped up like a mummy, like a burrito in order to lose the weight. That's just ridiculous. That's not natural. Tommy, you are a fitness coach. If you seen the way that Haney had to make that weight, aside from just the way he looked, we don't even know what it looked like because it wasn't even public what he looked like on that scale. But the way that they had to wrap him in towels and in the sauna, that ain't good for you, man.
It's a
Hell no.
fine line. It's a fine line they straddle between life and death, draining their body of all its vital organs, grabbing their organs and wringing them out like washcloths just to get a competitive edge. It's on them, if you ask me. These big ass guys draining down to these little weights. You get hurt in there, it's because of you. You wanted the advantage to begin with.
Yeah. Yo, D1,
Agreed.
listen to how far that guy went through. What was his name? Scooter, I believe his name was.
Yeah.
The guy said to get him closer to the weight without even knowing the weight on the drive to the scale, he's telling Ryan to spit in the cup to
Did
get the
Remo cut
rest
out?
of
I
the
can't even hear nobody.
No, I
to,
can't hear him.
to get the rest of the fluids
Hey,
out.
good
He's
morning.
telling
What up?
him
I
to.
just want to say shout out to everybody. What up, Jay, T Hill,
Remo
Remo,
still,
D1,
Remo
and
still,
Tommy?
D3
D3.
came in and
Remo,
cut him square off.
Remo
Get
still talking, bruh.
get your
Oh, I
D3
can't
ass
hear him
on
at all.
B3.
You
B3, get
can't
out
hear
of
him,
there.
B3?
But listen, the guy is spitting in a cup. He's spitting in a cup in order to get the rest of the fluids out. Nothing about that sounds normal to me.
No. But
That's a
every
fact.
bit counts, man. That when you're
That,
cutting
that's
that
but that's
much
but
weight,
that's what I'm saying. None of that sounds natural to me.
it don't,
So
man.
you spitting in a cup on a drive to the scale you're way far from the weight class you should be at currently, man. But go ahead, B3.
Too far.
Go ahead, B3. Hold on. Let me get B3 back in here. B3, there you go.
Yo, Remo, you can hear me?
Yeah,
I can
boy.
hear you.
All right, my bad.
You need
I
to
think I
you need
got
to
two
send $10 in, man, because your
Yeah.
headphones is jacked.
Hey, man.
Right. We're doing a
Oh,
drawing.
facts.
We're
Yeah,
doing a
facts.
drawing for
That's what it is.
earphones and all that stuff, man. So $10.
Yeah, I had to figure out how I was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to send in for the people or whatever if I can. But I definitely need some new headphones. You're right about that.
You ain't lying,
That was
because them
crazy.
bad boys suffered a weight cut, bro.
That
You
was
was barely.
Dollar General
All you
joint.
got to do is send the cash app. We're gonna have the drawing. We're gonna have the drawing before the show is over.
I got to get those apples though, family. I got to
We
get
got
those
the apple.
apples.
We got the apple. We got the apple.
I ain't want to
Got that.
step on D. I ain't want to step on D for the win and Tommy toes on it, but I might
Oh
have
no, man, my man. You need them.
Hey,
They
and
yours.
the more $10 you put in, the better the chances are to win.
And I gotta go. I
Yeah.
have to too, and because I feel bad. I can't make it to the boost fight, so I definitely got to show some support and
Listen, get out of this.
make sure y'all have a good time and whatnot.
And I done added a charging station too, and it's universal. And I also will add the Apple charger for the phone. I mean, for your Apple Watch, that will go with the charger.
That's an Apple Watch.
No, that's the
Oh,
charger.
That's the package.
okay.
That's the package you get when you win.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
get.
definitely got to throw in. Okay, yeah, I was planning on doing it anyway. I just finished a little workout and whatnot.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, definitely. I got to get this weight down. I stopped smoking D1, and I was
Smoking what? Weed?
yes.
Why would you do such a thing?
I'm gonna tell you. See, me personally, I
Exactly.
don't know. It's just me, or whoever me as a person. See, when I smoke weed, I get so relaxed that I'll eat and I won't work out. You know what I'm saying? I just go through life. I'll work and whatever, but I just won't work out. So, I was actually 230. I'm only 6 feet, and I ain't no person 230
Damn.
that's 6 feet that's not a professional football player. You shouldn't be 230.
Facts.
So for I think I haven't smoked in like 3 weeks now. I done already lost 12 pounds.
Damn.
Just you know what I'm saying, just not smoking, and now I'm just starting to work out a little bit. But definitely will be smoking you know soon, but not right now. Not until I get my weight down. I'm trying to get down to at least under 200.
Yeah, if it's best for you, then that's what you do, man.
But see, the thing about it's like with me is I love smoking so much. I can smoke. I smoke every day and 4 or 5 blunts a day. But see, that's the thing. I can't. I'll smoke a blunt. If I'm working, I'll just smoke a blunt a day. But if I'm off, I'm smoking 4 or 5 blunts a day, and you can't get nothing done doing that.
No, facts. That's
You
facts.
can't. You can't get nothing done. But to the topic, y'all. And I know y'all. It's funny that everybody has this perspective on the panel, especially Remo, because I know he loved Tank more than anybody. This rehab, it's like
Thank my guy.
no, but for real though, because y'all look at it like we saw what he said with Elliot. I haven't got a chance to mention this yet, and I have to do this. See, you got to watch out for the snakes in the grass because a lot of times they'll present themselves as being on your side. But then if you look into the details, they don't. If you win or lose, that's not their priority. And I don't know if y'all peeped this when Ellie was talking to Tank about the Ryan rematch, and Ellie was trying to trying to lobby for a higher weight for Ryan, and then a no rehydration clause. And then Tank turned around like, bro, like what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? I 140 and a 10-pound rehydration clause. But you see what I'm saying? But everybody think that Ellie just loved Tank so much, he shouldn't be trying to make the fight, but make Tank capitulate to what Ryan needs. So I peeped that and I was like, see, that's what you got to be careful with who you got around you because they're one minute they for you, the next minute they working against you, and you know what I'm saying, the devil in the details. But this weight issue and this rehydration is really only comes down to two people, and that's Canelo and that's Tank. And both of those guys are fighting at weights that maybe they shouldn't be fighting at. I know specifically for Tank, and y'all all know this. He's fighting all bigger guys than him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not his fault. Nobody knows who these smaller guys is, and nobody want to pay to see him fight. But if you to face a boxing, fight Ray Ford at 130, fight
Facts.
Oshaki Foster, and people will watch those fights. Fight all these small guys, so that you don't have to do a rehydration clause, because what we all know is that the social media and the people was talking bad about Tank about this rehydration clause stuff. And it's a media and a marketing scheme to say, okay, well, we can't let Tank get all this bad publicity, people talking bad about him in the media. So what we'll do is the organization is going to take the hit. So it ain't like Tank making these rules up, as he move up to 140 and fight Pitbull Cruz, and we seen how big Pitbull Cruz was. So when he move up to that 140 and fight Pitbull Cruz, it ain't gonna be no Pitbull Cruz coming in whatever way he want to come in either. So Tank has a special body, man. He's a special fighter, but he's fighting outside of his weight class. So everybody has to capitulate to him because he's the
Pause,
face of
pause,
boxing.
pause. Special body.
Pause. Oh no, man. But listen.
You got a special
Yeah,
I mean, we know what
gotta
time it
stop
is. I
talking,
mean,
dog.
Tank is, listen, this stuff is not moving. If Tank never said anything about a rehydration clause, didn't say he wanted to limit Ryan on a rematch, or we understand what the deficit that he goes into in the ring with size wise, this wouldn't be an argument. This wouldn't be a conversation. This wouldn't be a discussion.
But B3, it was never no conversation and rehydration at his weight class. He ain't never have one at 35 or 30.
But he had one at 40.
That's
And we
not
don't,
his
and you
weight
don't know
class.
all the contracts that he's had at 35. We know that and Rolly did have a rehydration clause. He had
Rolly
one,
did not.
and
No, he
Mario
did not.
Barnes had one.
No,
Rolly
he
did
came
not.
out and
didn't.
said he had one, fam.
No, Rolly did not have one. Rolly said that he was dehydrated because he was no longer at that weight class, but he fought Tank at that weight class for that bread. Then he took his big ass to get stomped around at 40. He did
Well,
not have a
listen. Well,
rehydration clause.
what about the Barrios 140?
There was one on Barrios and there was one on Ryan. And he hit Ryan with that because Ryan didn't want to be disciplined. You
But
couldn't tell
what
me
is the
that Ryan.
people saying?
Both damn near 6 feet. Shouldn't be fighting at no fucking 140 pounds or no 136 pounds. What are we
Listen,
talking about? These guys are 6 foot tall.
Listen, D1 Barrios started at 122. It's okay that these
Oh
guys
my
grow.
god.
These guys are gonna grow.
hey,
You see what
Tommy
I'm
still
saying?
here?
The Tank is the only one that's not growing. So he's the one that needs these type of things to make sure that he's getting
So
he's not out of his depth. But if that's the case, go to 130, go to 126.
hey, Tommy still in the building? Cause
When
Yeah,
the
I'm
Yeah.
here.
IBF puts it on a
Yeah.
fighter, does anybody out here talking shit that the IBF has a 10-pound rehydration clause on every fucking fight they sanction?
hold on,
Nobody's talking shit about the IBF.
before we
And
even get to that, yo, Coach Tommy,
Yes, sir.
the undisciplined nature of Ryan. You a fitness guy. What you put in your body matters, correct?
Yes.
When he was on that plane drinking them margaritas and had cups of ice and liquor in them cups, there go his 1 pound right there that he missed. That he didn't want to be disciplined for. Right there. He wanted to drink through camp. Right or
Yeah,
wrong.
I agree with that.
Didn't he pay him the money to come in heavy?
If he'd have took it serious, because he made the 136, if he really was about it, he wouldn't have been drinking that liquor.
That's a fact.
No, it's funny, man. I've never heard fans complain about a fighter being a king. When you the king, man, who gives a fuck? Nothing. You can never satisfy. Oscar could never satisfy. They kept telling Floyd, "Go fight Triple G now. Go fight this guy now. Go fight that guy now." I mean, that's a part of being a king. If not, tell Canelo to go ahead, email Canelo his crown back because he took it off Canelo's head and said he the king. So you're going to get unnecessary criticism. You're going to get a bunch of BS. I can't remember the fight, but there was a fight in the IBF that they added that because a guy came in super big. I think it was in the 80s. I can't remember the fighters' names, but a rehydration clause is good, but either way it go, man. If they want to fight Tank, they gotta take his rules, man. And that it is what it is. I mean, the only place that's fair, just for those who think it's fair, is where they raise pigs. That's the only place that's fair. Everything else, this is life, baby. It's cutthroat. That's
I'm
how
gonna
it
say
goes,
this:
man.
if
The
you
hydration
if
clause isn't something Tank automatically puts on you. He put it on one guy because of the 136 and Mario Barrios, who is 6 foot fucking tall, humongous man that shouldn't have had any business down there at them weights ever. I know about Barrios' great growth spurt. I know all about that. He should have been at 147 2 years before the fact.
I'm in full agreement, all eight, and I'm gonna go ahead and say the pause, no Diddy or whatever before this. But when you the big dog, let your nuts hang. I mean, it is what it is. If you
I hear
going,
you.
if you listen, I will watch. See, I'm a real Tank fan. I'm not in all this other BS. I
Me
want to
too.
see Tank at 126. I want to see him at 130, and
What?
I don't care about him fighting no Ryan Garcia and trying to prove anything, rematching Pitbull Cruz. That's them fights is corny. Fight the fighters, man. If you going if because the thing about it is this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really even care about the rehydration clause stuff. I'm just shooting the shit with the fellas. I'm just, you know what
Me
I'm saying?
too.
I'm just saying, and I'm just telling you from my perspective.
Bullshit.
But you cannot tell me that it's not
Bullshit.
this rule isn't because a Tank won it.
Hold on, B3. You said 126. You want him at 147. You
No,
want him
never.
to hold on. You want Tick to go crazy on all these different weight
Oh,
divisions,
man.
right? But we can't even ask your favorite fighter to fight at the weight he belongs. Confused.
Yeah. Fight
But
at
you see, that's
47,
a
Dev
different
Dog.
conversation. I'm gonna say this really quick. That's a different conversation. If this
Why is
dude,
it a
listen,
different conversation?
this dude started off at 135. Everybody else moved up through divisions. So
Okay.
for him to be, so he stayed at a weight class that he wasn't supposed to be at in order to get the fights. And of course, 135 is a glamour division. Now all of a sudden, after 5 or 6 years in the weight class, he's a weight bully and he shouldn't have been at 135. In
He's 25.
2019, listen,
Accordingly.
He
in
was
2019, when he got elevated to champion, he wasn't a weight bully. When Lomachenko could have beat him then, and then we wouldn't even be talking about this.
yo.
All I
When I
you
was
know,
when I was nice when
I
I was
love how you threw that little hook in.
Yeah.
I like
Get
I
a
like how
little
you do
spice
that
at
in there,
the end.
man. You know,
bro,
you
when I
my
was
brother. I love you,
16, I
bro.
was 165. When I'm 30, I'm 210. Life get crazy sometimes, and your body just changes. The dude was fighting in Tijuana at 15 years old, however, at a weight class, and 10 years later, he's still at the same weight.
Devin
Everybody
started
else
at
is
140 in Mexico too. Just
everybody's
throwing that
expected
out
to
there.
move up except for that guy. Shakur done moved up. His body changed. He moved up. He said, "Yo, I couldn't do it no more." So y'all want to give the dude credit because he's so disciplined? No, he just can't cut it in the weight divisions above him. Y'all
No,
gotta
it's
y'all,
not
y'all
that. It's just that we don't
No,
want you to call
that's
him a
what it
weight
is.
bully. You
That's
don't.
what it
We
is.
just don't want you to call him a weight bully because he's campaigning in his
I
weight
didn't say
class.
nothing about no
It's
weight
not
bully.
his
My
weight
thing
Call
class.
is
the guys that miss
Of course,
weight a
it's his
weight
weight
bully.
class.
Call the guys that can't make their weight a weight bully. How about that? Or they just undisciplined. Or we just not
Everybody's
gonna
a
talk
weight
about it.
bully.
Or
Nobody's fighting their weight class. Nobody.
Nobody. They're
Except
all draining.
right.
I don't like that term weight bully. I don't like that
Me
term
neither.
weight bully because I still contend
Weight pusher.
if I can make a certain weight, who the hell is anyone else to tell me no? You got to go higher because you rehydrate. No, fuck all that.
IBF. The
If I
IBF
make
is the one. The IBF is the one who tells you you're not at your right weight class. If you can't take this 10 pounds, get the fuck up.
yeah, that's how it should be then. Like if that's the rule, I get it. But if it's not the rule, like if you fight for IBF belt and you gotta adhere to that. If you can't adhere to that, don't fight for that belt.
I'm
But
with
You
that.
and
got, you got,
anything else, if Devin Haney can make 140, if he look like Michael Jackson from the Thriller video, if he blows
Which he
up 30
does.
pounds,
Which he
It's
yeah,
on
does.
he
him.
blows up 30 pounds. Either way, he had a contractual obligation and he met that obligation. That's his weight until he can't make it no more.
That's
Yo, but
facts.
then he gonna come in the next day 40 pounds more than his opponent. What the fuck is used to having a weight class then?
Yeah.
But they both doing it. Everyone does it.
no, they not.
When he gets
No, they
Everyone
not.
does
knocked
it.
the fuck out,
Tommy
is
talking two different things, man. Tommy talking about he talking about the disciplinary nature of a fighter. I respect it, but at the end of the day,
All right, somebody got some back noise. Back noise, please cut it out. Thank you.
Don't complain about when he do get touched and his brain is rattled that he ain't have enough fluid on his brain. He chose that,
I
like,
agree
I'm
with
gonna
you.
be disciplined enough to
super
make the
fat.
weight. You cannot have it both ways. That's my thing. You want to
I
be
agree.
a professional, cool. It look cute because you can make the weight class until you really get hurt. And they say, oh, the reason for his, God forbid, let me say that first. Something really happens to him where, he's affected long term because he didn't have enough fluid on his brain. His big ass shouldn't have been down there. That'd have been my answer to that.
Yeah, but then how about the problem? But hold on. But then he's in there. He's fucking 40 pounds over the guy that he's fighting. Now he done fucking hurt this guy and maybe possibly killed him because he got a 40-pound weight.
Too.
That'll never happen to
The
Tank.
dude fighting him knows that.
Not with him.
That'll never happen to Tank. Jay, cut it out.
Not with him.
Right? Yeah, he the only. This the only person we talking about. He the only little guy that's in the conversation. Tank, that would never happen to Tank. And
anything
I
is
want to answer Coach
possible,
Tommy
man.
real
He
quick,
could be
and I'm gonna be
asleep at the
quiet.
wheel. He could be asleep at the. We done seen Tank sleep at the wheel, talking to the crowd and shit, and got caught and anything.
Now Haney gonna hurt Tank. Come on.
Hell no.
Devin ain't hurt nobody.
Nobody said none of that.
That's a good thing.
Hey, Ryan said Devin was hitting hard. He said Devin was hitting hard.
Ryan said a lot of
He
shit.
said he hits harder than Tank.
Ryan said a lot of shit.
But here's the thing.
Who's chewing on their microphone?
I got a question for you. Y'all talking about these guys ain't punching. I got a boxing gym, and these little 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids, have one of them come up and punch you in the face and let me know how it feels.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, real talk. I was holding mitts, and this kid slipped up and punched me in the nose, and it started bleeding. He was like a 10-year-old. So these are grown men at the end of the day with 8-ounce gloves on. So, he's not punching. He's not punching. Okay, take one. Let me know how it feels. I guarantee you to close your eye. I guarantee you to get some blood out your nose.
Yeah,
I guarantee you to bust a lip.
It's in comparison. It's to the guy that's punching versus the guy that's not. But I hear you. I've been in the ring. I know every man on this planet packs a punch, and you're not wanting to get hit by it. But I know why they say that. Why I say that.
Can I ask y'all a question? Because we keep talking about Tank and the lower weight guys. How do y'all think this affects the higher weight guys, the cruiserweights, the middleweights? You see what I'm saying? Like we focusing on Tank, but that they made that rule for everybody that's fighting in the WBA, WBO.
Man,
No matter
it
what.
works. One of my favorite fighters, Canelo, made up his own weight. I think he was fighting at 155 for a long time. He couldn't fight for. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, weight clauses are a part of fighting. That's why Canelo don't want to fight David Benavidez, because he's big as hell. I mean,
but he ain't have no problem fighting Lara though.
You said what?
Or Amir Khan.
Lara though.
He had no problem fighting Amir Khan.
Listen. You asking him to do this at advanced age. Now I'm sure Canelo had 60 fights, it would be different. But he got over 60 fights. Remember when he fought Floyd, he had more fights than Floyd.
No, he definitely did. I think Ant said something in the group chat earlier that fits perfect, and all of this is the factor of when they added in the new weight clauses. I mean, when they added in the new weight divisions and stuff. No matter what they do in boxing, these trainers, these teams, these promoters, they're gonna find a way to get their guy in an advantage. I don't care what they try to do. Somebody's gonna walk into that ring with an advantage, whether it's because they're the A side or whether it's because they the one with the hype behind them. Somebody's gonna figure out that boxing's all about getting advantages.
Yep, fighting was built on advantages.
So we could cry from here 20, 30 years from now. There'll be something that fighters are doing to gain an advantage, and if it ain't your guy getting an advantage, people gonna have an issue.
If they're not cheating, they're not trying.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I respect what Tommy's saying about the brain and about the rehydration. I agree with all of that, but I also look at it like you can kill all of that by fighting up a weight class.
Well, that's not necessarily the case. I got to meet Riddick Bowe, and somebody close to him said because he has so many fight camps, fat camps, he would come in kind of sucked in. So when he would fight, they think that's the reason why he got slow speech to this day. So it's not just a lower weight class thing. A lot of guys have fat camps, man.
Nah,
That's
definitely.
that's a part of
That
being an
goes
athlete
to the
for some
being in
people.
shape outside the ring, being in shape when you're not in season. You know what I'm saying? Actually living the boxer's lifestyle 365. You feel what I'm
Fucking
saying?
matters a lot.
Yeah.
Gotta live a lifestyle of a fighter.
Everybody's not Bud Crawford. Even Muhammad had issues at times with staying in shape in between fights when he got older. That's just a part of fight.
Yeah.
You know what's the biggest thing I got from this whole conversation? The biggest
Nate
thing I
knows a
got from
lot
this
about
whole
boxing.
conversation is that the heavyweights ain't shit. We talking about unified heavyweight championship ain't happened in 25 years, and we don't give a goddamn about that.
You know why that fight is not important. I'm gonna tell you, and this might
Hey,
sound
that's
bad.
crazy, Tom.
If that would have
It is.
been Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder 5 years ago, it'd be bigger than sliced bread. But the fact is, no one gives a
Definitely.
fuck about Fury. No one gives a fuck about Usyk, and that's what you're gonna get because
Across the
they
pond it
barely
is.
speak English. They both barely speak English.
It
You want. I remember when Anthony Joshua first got his belt. Everybody was so excited that an English speaking guy was champion, and
Yeah,
somehow
bro.
Eddie Hearn, how he always do, he hijacked it. Didn't give a guy like Wilder a chance. And I'm telling you, that would have been huge at Wembley. Imagine Deontay Wilder when he was undefeated. He had to bring Tyson Fury back from the dead and killed himself trying to do it. So he needed a dance partner that bad. He went and dug Tyson Fury up out the grave, and now look at Tyson Fury. That's somebody who shouldn't even be fighting. If you remember that press conference, what did Deontay say? Who brought you back to big time boxing? I did. Never forget
Facts.
that. So that's the
yeah.
thing I'm saying, that we got to remember that, and that's why I give Deontay Wilder a lot of credit. The dude brought one of the best fighters ever back from the dead, and he got 10 title defenses in the WBC. That's not easy to do. Don't matter who it was. I mean, we all seen guys fight bombs, but Wilder and Joshua, because of whatever, we didn't get that big fight. If that was a fight we was getting, we was hype about them old and beat up, talking about they gonna fight again.
That was
Let's imagine that was for the
$150 million
undisputed
fight.
front. Man, that would have been probably
That
a 40 or 50 billion dollar, a 40 or $50 million fight for each guy.
I mean, in general,
When
I think that
It,
Floyd
fight
it
was
fought,
still is.
nobody gave a fuck about no
It still is
heavyweights
a
neither.
$50 million
It's because
fight
the
for
little
both
guy
guys.
got all the juice.
yeah.
Well,
I,
I can't say that because Roy Jones was still the king when Floyd was fighting. So let's not forget that Roy was there for a
No,
Facts.
he
while.
was not.
yeah.
Yes, he
Yes, he
was.
was. He was
Yes,
pound for
he
pound
was.
number one.
He was pound
Yeah.
for pound number one for 2 fights. Then Floyd took the fucking show over, and nobody cared about nothing but Floyd.
I
That's
disagree with
not true.
that,
They didn't
bro.
care about Floyd in
Nah.
2007.
Roy had a run.
You're all
You
talking
Floyd
from
had a
hardcore
run, man.
no,
standpoint.
you
Me and
still
Nate
had
Nah.
had a
Evander Holy. You
conversation
still
earlier.
had heavyweights back then, bro. You still had the
Yeah.
heavyweights. You
Yeah,
still
man.
had Mike Tyson. You
Who
still had
ruled the
Evander
conversation?
Holyfield. You
Who
still
ruled the
have Lennox
conversation
Lewis.
then?
Now
That
you
was
just
you.
said it.
I
What
wasn't
fights
Said
talking
were
about
about
ruled the
Floyd.
Andre Ward,
conversation
but you
then?
can't say that about Roy. Like
Yeah, I
Andre
can.
Ward
I
never was
am.
pound for pound when it mattered because only
I'm
time,
not
only when
talking about
Floyd
pound
came
for
up,
pound. I'm talking about popularity. I'm not talking
Roy
about who's the
Roy
best.
Jones was way more popular.
Floyd did not
No,
get
he
Floyd
was
didn't get
not,
popular to
BTO.
Oscar
What
De
the
La
fuck are
Hoya.
you
That's it.
talking
Oscar made
about?
him popular.
Oscar
Oscar
De La
made
Hoya. That when Floyd popularity took off, man.
And you
Yeah,
got
he
And
was
Trinidad. You
and
he
got
we
was
and
Trinidad
we
back
still
then.
we
called
still had
Oscar.
Evander. We still had Evander Holyfield. We still had Lennox Lewis. We still had all
talking
these
from a
heavyweights.
hardcore standpoint. I'm talking about popularity and fight selling. Because I
Ain't
remember
nobody
Roy Jones
Ain't
fights would
nobody,
have
ain't
empty
nobody
seats in
saying
there.
that Roy Jones was popular. Do you know he had Jordan? That's one of the first Jordan athletes. McDonald's commercials. What are you talking about?
Are you telling me
Roy
like
Jones
I
was that
wasn't
guy.
there or don't know what the fuck I seen or
I don't know what the
I'm
fuck you
not
seen. I'm
accurate?
telling you what was happening.
We know that you don't know what the fuck you see looking at every fighter fighting.
We
So
don't have
the
to
fuck are
agree
you
on
really
that. That's
talking about?
that's the
There
whole
go,
point of the
there go,
conversation.
there go, there go my angry
That's the
white
point of the
guy.
conversation.
Fuck.
All right,
Already been
fellas,
throwing
let's
off
drop
one. You're
back.
throwing the fuck out of here too.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Here, this is the Rouse Podcast in the building. How's everybody doing?
Senior,
Hey,
what's up?
Senior
What's up, brother?
Cos, what it
What's
do?
up, brother?
Hey,
take,
hey, Tommy.
take it,
Hey,
take.
Yes, sir.
I got,
hey,
I got, I got. Hold it down for Jay Hardcore. Take a deep breath, angry white guy.
yeah. Hey, Tommy. To your point though about the heavyweights, it ain't just them because last week we was talking about Devin and Ryan's weight when we had Loma and Cambosis about to fight for IBF in the lightweight
Yeah, that's
division.
true.
What's
What's
popular
That
is
that?
is.
popular, brother. You feel what I'm
That's
saying? I
true.
feel you though, because it's drastically different from. I'm 38. I remember being a kid, and when I was a kid, it was heavyweight everything. in the way the heavyweight division then died, I get your point, but it ain't just the heavyweights that ain't getting the attention right now. It's wherever whatever's pushing the needle right now, and it seems like it's always right there around that kid Tank's name. That's why the first thing I said when I came in is it ain't just the small weights. Everybody in every division got to do this, but we keeping the conversation around one guy's weight class. You feel what I'm saying?
I got a little pushback. I believe today if Wilder and Joshua was fighting today, that's a big fight, man.
For sure.
It's definitely not as big as it
that's
would
a
have been
huge
though.
fight.
I feel you,
Agreed.
Coach Eddie. I do think it's a big fight, but it ain't.
Not
It's nothing like it would
I
have been
just
5
got
years ago.
I got 2 entries for B3 for the raffle.
A B3 cheating? It's like no.
Yeah, he increasing the odds. He
Increasing the odds, baby.
odds. Yes, indeed.
Hey, D, don't double down on me.
Nah. I'm staying right there, man. I'm staying right there. I'm hoping I get some DC luck out of this. It's like no.
Hey, I wouldn't expect nothing less.
But nah, I agree with you though, Tommy. That's crazy because I asked that in the chat earlier. I'm like, when the last time we had an undisputed heavyweight? And I couldn't even think about it. I was like,
25 years ago, Lennox Lewis.
I couldn't remember. It took me a second. I had to go Google it because nobody answered me in the chat. I thought somebody would shoot it back to me fast, and I was like, damn.
No, I responded, but maybe I was too late when I sent it.
Hey, the reason why the dinosaur division ain't as popular or that fight won't be as major as it once was, it's too much footage of them getting their shit dragged on the floor. I'm telling you, Twitter, Instagram, that shit builds fights these days. That's why Ryan and Haney still talked about today. Besides the PEDs, they could circle around news and highlights way different than they used to back in the day. You ain't gotta wait in front of the TV and wait to see what Sports Center's talking about.
I think, my bad. I think,
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad. As far as the heavyweights though, I think the real reason where it lost its luster is I think if you had 3 to 4 guys that were American that we all looked at and we couldn't tell which one the best one, I think it would hype the heavyweight division back up. It's the fact that we don't really got that many American heavyweights as far as that you think is the best one. I think that would bring the popularity back in the division. If you had 3 to 4 different,
you got
you
one.
know, a lot of
He just a lame. That's all. Nobody.
No, I'm saying.
I think you gotta remember too. A lot of heavyweights. I could say this from personally playing. A lot of heavyweights too choose other sports now. They choose football.
Yeah, they defensive
choose
ends
basketball. Now. I actually played with a guy who was like a 3 or 4 time Golden Glove, champion when he was younger, but just didn't play because he didn't feel like the money was there like it was in the NFL.
Back in the day, the money was in boxing compared to the rest of the sports. You're right about that. I didn't think about
the thing is, the money was here, but what we seen a lot of times, especially in Cleveland, was you seeing how dirty Don King was doing guys. You was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to go somewhere where I know they ain't going to dog me. Because I'll be honest, I could say for a fact, I've seen Don King do more bad than good. Like, I remember as a kid getting to meet Carl King and all these guys. They was doing such bad business. It really kind of took a lot of guys from wanting to even box because of that. I don't know if we admit that, but the bad business of boxing helped deteriorate the sport as well because it had a lot of guys, man. Barry Hearn was doing some foul. Like, Tim Witherspoon made $1.5 million when he fought Frank Bruno. The man came back with $100,000, man, after everybody was paid. Now, if I'm a young guy here and there as a kid, you think I'm going to try to box? Fuck no.
And get beat in your brain, too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you got to remember, like, the managers as a whole, boxing has eaten itself. And that's what we get in a lot of times where you see things not being what they should be. Even Deontay Wilder only boxed because he was in desperate need.
Yeah. D1, I got that D1. I got it.
Desperate need, man.
Sweet.
To be
I don't really
point
know how to
though,
use that shit.
BBL on guard, you making sense now. Finally, in my book, you making sense. I don't care what
Here we go.
Greg Haggett.
Don't tell him that, Remo. Remo, don't tell him that. Remo, please don't tell him that, Remo.
But realistically,
Nah,
right?
man, the man ain't gonna think he can make another good point, man. That was just a
Hey,
man.
you gotta
Give
fuel
him
on the
credit for
fire,
that,
dog.
man.
Hey, one at a time, one at a time, one at a
Listen,
time.
this is why I'm gonna give him his credit for this one, right? Because you play football, you
No, don't do
box.
it, Remo. I'm asking you,
Hold
please,
on,
don't do it.
Senior, come on,
chill.
senior. All right, now you're wearing the joke out now. Come on.
You going
Yeah, fool.
if you going to get CTE right from a sport. The back end of football, once you get into the pension program, you able to make money. You get your medicals at the back end. You get a little bit out of it, and them contracts be partially guaranteed. Ain't shit guaranteed in boxing, man. You get knocked out, the plan for your career changes, and you fighting in ballrooms all over again, man. So it makes sense why these athletes are choosing other sports other than.
I'll say this, Remos. I had my uncle William White. You can look him up. Played at Ohio State. Played with Chris Carter. Played with the Detroit Lions. Played with the Chiefs when they had Joe Montana. He ended up getting Lou Gehrig's disease, right? And when he ended up, towards he actually, unfortunately, he died like 2 years ago. He was only 58. And when he had all that medical stuff, the NFL came and helped him. But like you was just saying, like I said, I got to meet Carl King. Carl done showed me different fighters where when they all messed up, ain't nobody got nothing for them. Can you imagine being a heavyweight champ being forced to sign cards for the
Facts.
rest of your life? Like, that's hell, man. And you thinking as a young guy, like, oh, I'm not going to ever box. And I've seen some dudes 6'8", 6'9", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3", that definitely should have boxed because they could throw hands. And they didn't because they did not see the benefit in boxing. And as fans, we got to be honest. We can't look at it as just what we think as the doggone hardcore fans. Because when has hardcore fans ever grew a sport? Never. We
Facts.
used to have a worldwide of sports. We used to have, Howard Cosell. We gotta understand that the casuals are a very important part of boxing. That's why I was happy to see Ryan win, because guess what? The dude that's hanging out with Jake and Logan Paul, that's making prime drinks, brought some love to the sport that I love to watch. And big time
BBO, I
LeBron.
gotta disagree. Can I chime in real quick?
Go ahead.
Man, hardcore basketball got hardcore fans, baseball, football, all these other sports. The reason why it's not in boxing is too corrupt. And a lot of the hardcore fans don't want to, and they can't grow to be hardcore fans because when they see a fight, either somebody getting cheated or somebody getting robbed on scorecards, the referee was biased, or it's always something with boxing. These other sports, they more organized. I think a lot of casual fans would be hardcore fans if they would clean up the sport. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not a whole bunch of corruption in the NFL, other than Deflategate and Spygate. You see what I'm saying? Or in basketball, they had the referees was gambling. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we got steroids in boxing. We got poor judging in boxing. We got promoters that's paying the judges. So I think the hardcore fans in boxing, it's amazing that we even still around.
Hey, I need somebody to bail out. I'm trying to get Greg Hackett in.
Hey
Yo,
Jay,
tap
I'm
out.
out. Hey Jay, I'm out, man. Shout out, appreciate y'all hollering at me today, man. Hey, man, I love chopping
Be
it up with
good,
y'all, man.
young
Y'all be
man.
cool.
Be
All right,
good,
B3.
young man. Peace
Appreciate.
out, B.
Hey,
My
B3,
boy.
I'll let you know if you won today.
Okay, for sure. I'm
Nah,
gonna be
I'm winning.
watching.
I won.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
worry about it. I won.
All right, Greg. See if you can come in now, Greg.
You got a fight on the 25th.
Oh yeah, he do got a
I
fight
just seen
coming
that
up.
on Instagram the other day.
Yeah, I posted it too. Yeah, he's definitely.
I fuck with Greg Hackett, man.
Yeah,
Let me ask y'all a question about this though,
Me
man.
too. Greg knows his shit.
Do y'all think that there's a possibility that as Americans, because I'm assuming that most of us, we're stateside, that we kind of understate the popularity of whether it be fighters or just boxing in general in other places? Because look
Definitely.
at Inoue, for example.
Absolutely.
Folks are always saying
absolutely
he
do.
need to come to you. He need to come to the U.S. Come to the U.S. Why he need to come to the U.S. when they got 55,000 people packed inside of the Tokyo Dome?
I agree with you 100%. That's why I said earlier about the heavyweights. I think we think it's lackluster because we don't see that many Americans. If you look around the division, there's plenty of good fighters. They just, a lot of them are from around the globe.
Hey, Greg, see if you can come in now, Greg.
Got a point, D.
You got a point.
Absolutely.
I think if you look at basketball, except in football, every sport now has an influx of international players. Because
Yeah, they
back in
do.
the 90s and 80s, they did a good job of making those games global. You can't make American football global because I remember we would go to Turkey, we went to the Philippines. Them people don't want to play no damn American football. But
I
they
heard they
definitely
talking about getting a team in the UK though. That's why they've been playing so many games a year over there.
No, it's called NFL Europe.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
up, Greg?
Greg, what's happening?
How y'all feeling, man?
Oh, good, man.
What's going on,
What you
Greg?
got for us, man? We've been beating up on this conversation about weight classes and everything, man. What's your take on it?
Nah, I've been just listening, man. I feel like everybody got good points. You know what I mean? But I just feel like boxing isn't ran under one organization, so that's probably why you're not seeing the when the guys retire, they're not getting the pensions and all that. Because if one person do it, they all got to do it, and they all ain't in on it. They all ain't down for doing it. You know what I mean? So, and then like fighters, I seen somebody put something about money management, but like boxing checks is not the same as an NFL check. You know what I mean? So for a guy coming out of the amateurs who wasn't an Olympian or wasn't a national champion, he not making good money, and he fighting. Let's say every other month, every 2-3 months. That money ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? That's sneaker money or food money for the month. And but where an NFL player might get drafted, he might get a signing bonus for $1 million or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's just a lot rougher game. So I agree when people were saying, they wouldn't fuck with boxing because the money was different. And it's still like that though. We hear these numbers and go crazy. Guys are making $5 million. You must be out of your mind if you think he going home with $5 million. You know what I mean? You know how many people in the pot.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So many people in the pot, and there's so many people that they might owe money, or you know what I mean. You just never know. That's why fighters be trying to make money however they can. You know what I mean? Fucking with sponsors, doing whatever they got to do. You know what I mean? It's just a nasty business. It's a real nasty business.
Coming in when you're coming in as a pro debut, about how much a person probably makes, Greg?
I mean, if you ain't did nothing in the amateurs, and if you don't have a following, you right now in today's time, you only making probably $1,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right.
That ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's damn.
And so think about it. You train for 6 weeks to make $1,000.
And you got to pay your trainer.
You got to pay your team.
You probably owe the gym more than that.
And sometimes your trainer won't take the money the first couple fights,
right?
Because if he fought, he know how it is. You know what I mean? But that's why you got trainers going crazy when the guys start making big money. The guys trying to forget about him because he's like, hold up, when you wasn't making shit, I wasn't taking shit. You know what I mean? And I still had to feed my family. I mean, so boxing it's just dirty business all the way around.
Hey, you got a fight coming up, Greg. Talk to us about it, man.
Oh yeah, I took a fight. I was getting bored, man. I took a fight.
Oh, you actually fighting?
Damn.
You getting in the ring?
The 25th.
Yeah, I fight anytime. I get outside and fight if I got to.
No doubt.
We done seen that too. We seen that too.
Where at? Where are you fighting at?
It's gonna be Newark, Delaware.
Hey G, are they live streaming that on what platform are they streaming that on the platform?
I think it's going to be on BXNG TV. I'm gonna get the
You need to stream it from your joint. Why can't you stream it from your joint? I'd have
What?
somebody there with your phone. Shit, I'd be streaming it from your platform. I'd have one of my homeboys there cameraing it out. Let's get it.
I don't know. I got a lot of shit in my phone. I ain't letting nobody hold my phone.
Well, yeah, do it on their phone.
Hey, Greg, let me ask you a question, man. When you start making money in boxing, do anybody talk to y'all about y'all's taxes like they did when I played in the league? Nobody told us about taxes. They tell fighters about their taxes.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like you got people like they fake helping you. Like, you know what I mean? Managers, they'll tell you, oh, make sure you put something away for your taxes. But you just telling me that. You're not showing me. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as when you're raising a kid. You know what I mean? You're going to show them certain things. The things that was shown to you or the things that you learned to do, you're going to show those to your kids. Now, everything else they learning on their own. You know what I mean? So it's the same with boxing. You might have a manager who know about the money. Now he might show you. That's if he know. But then he also might feel like he's showing you too much, where you could carry your own, and then when your contract run out with him, you can get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? So the reason it's a snake business is because they need you to be dumb and they need you to be tough and they need you to be good at what you do. But I don't need you to be so smart that you get rid of me. You know what I mean? So everybody they playing your friend, they your friend, but at the same time they your enemy. That's why it's crazy business. It's crazy.
Well, that make a lot of sense, man. The reason I say that because when I was playing with the Chargers, man, I came home broke when I found out Uncle Sam get 54% in California. I was like, damn.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
I'm up here spending his money, think I'm spending my own.
See, and it really is your money, but damn, yeah.
That's crazy.
Sounds
Hey,
like the
Greg, we
Mac to me.
also
Remember Pretty Tony? I keep him looking good, but no dough.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hey, Greg, on Boots fight day, we're doing a meet and greet in Philadelphia where we're going to have an Airbnb and all people from the JBT. We all showing up, man, and we're going to have food, drinks, and everything, man. So make sure I send you the address for the Airbnb if you want to slide by, man.
Oh man, that's love, man. I'm glad y'all doing that too.
We gonna
Yeah,
have weed and vapes too.
we're gonna
For
have
sure.
everything. We're gonna have
I got
everything.
tons of weed.
If y'all didn't
Flavors.
have it, I was gonna bring it.
Flavors.
Yeah, good.
I got all.
Yeah,
It's
so we're
gonna
gonna
be
have
a plenty.
mad food and everything, man. So definitely welcome. You know what I mean? Come through, man. Bring whoever you want with you. It's all love, man.
Good
There's
food, good vibes, good time.
a lot of people want to meet you, man. So if you can
The
get
last,
through, definitely slide through, man.
No, I definitely come do that.
All
the
right,
last
You can
thing
bring
you
the
need
champ
is
with you
weed.
too.
Last thing you need is weed, dog.
Yeah, the crib supposed to be in South Philly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I get you all the particulars once we got everything locked down, though. But yeah, we're gonna and for people that ain't going to the fight, the fight will be playing at the house as well. So,
Oh, that's love. Yeah, that's
yeah,
good money.
That's
yeah.
fire.
Hey G,
Go up without a ticket.
hey,
Shit.
before we was talking about the heavyweights, we was talking about this new rule that the the WBA put in with the weight. How you feel about that with them mandating the 10-pound hydration clause of all divisions?
So they doing the same thing the IBF doing?
Yeah.
That's what we seen. I seen Earl. I seen somebody say it about Tank and Frank, and then when they were trying to make it seem like Tank just did it to Frank, Earl posted that it's a new rule for the WBO. Period.
Yeah.
WBA.
WBA. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think to be honest, I think all of those guys, all the federations with the belts, they all should do it because that way,
Right.
we getting more fair fights. You know what I mean? We getting
Yes,
guys,
sir.
and it's not really so much the weight that's the problem. It's the guys who doing the extra shit after the weigh-in, like, and I mean, because Ryan Garcia, if you watched him when he fought Tank, he was able to compete. He just wasn't that guy we saw when he fought Devin. You know what I'm saying? He's a different guy. Now the thing is, if you can't handle making 135, then go up to 40 or 47. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I think a rule like that for every federation, for all fighters, I think would make these fights a lot more even, and then we can really gauge, who's really the guy.
Absolutely.
Facts, man. Because that's my thing, man. You got a guy that does make the weight, but yet the next day he's 35 or 40 pounds more, man. That ain't no fun right there, man.
Yeah, you in there with a fucking linebacker. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like everybody is nobody. Okay, explain to us. I mean, I kind of have an idea why nobody fights where they should be fighting at, Greg.
Well, that's like it start in the amateurs. Like, you want to get down to your tier weight. Like, so when I was fighting in the amateurs, 165 was me walking around. That's like my walk around. So when I used to fight at 65, my coach used to be like, "Man, you got to get down to 41." because at the time it was 141 and it was 4 rounds, 2 minutes at the time. And I used to be like, damn, I never been that low. I'm like, I never really been that low. So I'm like, I'm gonna try. So I got to 52. I was fighting at 152. I felt supreme. I felt great. But what happens is when you look at the average guys fighting at 152, a lot of them is 5'10" and up. They like 5'11", they 6 foot, they 6'1". I'm 5'6", and I'm fighting these guys, but I'm doing good. So then I go to make 141, and I felt like I ain't have nothing. I felt like my legs wasn't under me. I felt like, I just felt like I ain't have no strength. I felt the speed, but I didn't feel the strength. So in the amateurs, you got to weigh in the same day, and in the pros, it used to be like that too. You fight the same day you weigh in. Because when I turned pro in Pennsylvania, that was still a rule. So when you think about it in the pros, if you kill yourself to make the weight, you cool because you got 24-hour recovery. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a thing that started in the amateurs, guys trying to get the best out of their body. And some guys didn't do that. Some guys didn't go down until they turned pro. Like Andre Ward, he stayed at light heavyweight in the amateurs. He won the gold medal. And then even when he turned pro, he went down in weight. You know what I'm saying? That was smart for him to do because he stayed strong. But because guys looking at the size advantage of most of these guys, they trying to get down to either be the bigger guy or to at least have a fair chance. You know what I mean? Because they looking at the height of the guys. When that's not everything, but then again it is, because when the guy is taller, he could fill up more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something where people trying to have an advantage. I mean, I've seen it done in football and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? But boxing, it really means something. But at the same time, you could kill yourself. You know what I mean? You could hurt yourself trying to get down the weight like that, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But nowadays you got all these I never seen so many like doctors and shit and what you call these people, dietitians and shit that's around the game. I never seen nothing like that when I was a kid. Now you got people walking around with strength conditioning coaches and all this shit. So it's just a lot, man.
Then they got cutting specialists like the guy Scooter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That guy called Scooter, that they bring him in, and that he's like the fixer. You know what I mean? He comes in and he's a professional on getting that weight or cutting that weight. They used him for Ryan recently.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what I'm saying. You got it's all about.
Hello?
Yo, G, you still there? G.
He'll come back. Yeah. But yeah, man, you have those specialists like that. Is you back, GB? Greg? You have those specialists like that, man. That's their job. They're known to get you down to that cut and then get it back in you in enough time where it doesn't affect you. But
we'll never truly know all the sacrifices these dudes make to make weight.
Yeah. And I've always been intrigued and amazed how a guy can weigh 165 but can fight 140 or something like that. To lose 20 pounds of water weight overnight, you know what I'm saying? I've always been intrigued. I done heard where they say, oh, you can use olive oil, and I done heard all types of stuff they say, that the tricks of the trade, you know what I mean, to get that weight off, man. But it's always amazing to see it happen, man, because I'm like, how the hell do they do that?
Skill.
Yeah, I
They
heard
say
Regis
it's
talking
skill.
about
Olive
sleeping in the ice
olive
tub or
oil and
something like
grapefruit
that.
juice.
And they're going around just spitting all day, just spitting. You be amazed that little spit. After a while, you done spit over 1,000 times in a day. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy. You just going
adds
around
up.
just spitting. You back, Greg?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Somebody called my phone.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I was just talking about how sometimes you got guys, man, and they're trying to make that weight, and they do something with olive oil, something, Greg.
Man, it's so many methods.
You heard? Yeah, I heard so much stuff.
There's so many methods, but it's been times I was making 147 in the pros, and I remember not eating for 3 days. You know what I mean? I just would take like a lemon or an orange, and I would bite it just to get the juice from it, and then I would spit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that lemon juice is a diuretic anyway. That's a diuretic. Yeah.
Yeah, when you flush out your liver, that's what they tell you to do. They tell you to eat that stuff. And then at the end, they tell you to drink olive oil, half and half mixture, olive oil and grapefruit juice.
I mean, you got to kind of, the thing I will say, we got to remember when you boxing or playing football, you're desperate to get out of the situation you're in. There ain't nothing you won't do. I mean, I'll be honest, I never liked football, but my dad said, "Hey, you want to get out of here, dog? You got to figure it out." So, I mean, you got to figure it out. So if I got to starve, if I got to cheat, if I got to do whatever it takes to get out of my situation, because I'll be honest, you're not going to see too many rich kids boxing or rich kids playing certain sports because they don't have to. And boxing, we talking about, in some cases, dudes who didn't finish school.
Yeah, it's survival.
Yeah, we got to eat, baby. So whatever we got to do, we're going to do.
Nah, that's real. I'd be amazed to find out how many professional athletes really don't even like their job. Like, you know what I mean? I was having this conversation with my boy the other day because we be gambling on basketball, and I was telling him, I was like, man, you got to remember, some of these niggas don't want to be playing basketball right now. They're not happy to be in the game. They'd rather be doing something else. 82 games in the season, you ain't necessarily trying to be traveling every single day of the week and doing this, and that. Like, it's just their job.
Yeah.
Mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, what mind
don't have
space
your house in turmoil while you're traveling. You come home. It's been times I done heard, guys that came home and they woman and emptied the whole house, took the food out the fridge. So don't have your house in turmoil. That'll affect you as well, Life is gonna keep going when you playing these sports.
Yeah, definitely. Now I see why all these dudes fight over every last dollar when it comes to these percentages and in these contracts and all of this stuff. Like, if you starting off getting beat in the head for $1,000, bro, and you work your way up to a position where you can make it's a difference between 7.5 million and 10 million, go get that over 2.5, man. I ain't mad at you.
Or think of this. We played Tennessee, right, in the Outback Bowl. I don't know if you guys familiar with the Outback Bowl. They paid the school. They paid my school, Bowling Green, $8 million to take that game. And guess what we got? We got a team meal from Outback. That's what we got. And they paid our school $8 million. So just imagine getting no money. You might have to go to the dealership, or what they do is, like he was saying, you got to borrow from people. You know how many times I had to borrow from my agent. So when I got my money, I had to pay him first.
And you still owe taxes on the money that was made.
Yeah. Right. And then I got to pay taxes on the money that I spend. So it's like, it's wild, man. It's a wild game we live in, man. It really is. And especially boxers got it worse because you can have a promoter that loan you money, and then he say, I want it all back right now. And I'm telling you, from getting to be around Carl King and them, man, Don was ruthless. He never said no, but when it was time to get paid, you better believe he got interest plus some. And
you remember on the old folks show, they was talking. I keep saying old folks. On the old timers show, they was talking about how Don was charging dudes for the towels they used in camp. I remember that.
$27 a towel.
A towel.
Hey, Greg. I remember. What was I about to say with the Paulie Malignaggi made a statement, Greg, and he said he really believes 97% of the pro athletes cheat. Do you think it's that strong of a percentage?
If it's not 97, it's about 94.
God damn.
Because listen, it's just like growing up in the neighborhood, in the hood. You know what I mean? These guys, it get past fighting. They shooting each other. I gotta shoot one of these dudes because they gonna shoot me. So you translate that to football, you translate that to basketball, boxing. These dudes is knocking people out, and you find out that he walking around with a scientist. You already know what that is. That ain't it don't take a scientist to know. You know what I mean? So he walking around with one of them type dudes. You know what he got going on. So then you go ahead and find you one, And you know what? We're gonna get down. You know what I mean? Because that's what these dudes is doing. So it's like, so it's just like a promoter come into the game and he like, oh man, I heard promoters be like, I want to help boxing, I want to help fighters, I want to clean the sport up. And guess what? Them guys be done just as quick as they started. It's boxing is just like the streets, man. If you want in, you gotta fuck around. You gotta hang out at the spots most people won't hang out. You gotta be certain places at certain times of night where most people would sleep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to do some dirt, and that's the game. That's really that's the cold hard truth. People don't want to believe it because it's so commercial. You see it everywhere. You see boxing everywhere, but they don't want to believe that these guys is handling a professional sport like the streets. But they is. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Promoters, if they think if you would go as far as trying to kill them, they wouldn't even fuck with you. You get what I'm trying to say? They wouldn't even bother you because this guy take my life if he found out I stole some money from him. But they deal with these kids who are already trained through USA Boxing to act a certain way and to not, to respect the guys in the suits. So the guys in the suits, they never really catch the heat, and when they do, they fix it, and they fix it with a little bit of money. But nobody ever go at them the way they would go at a normal person. You know what I'm saying? If a fighter had a problem with me, he would want to handle it like on some street shit, which I'm fine with. But you wouldn't go at Al Heyman like that. You wouldn't go at Eddie Hearn like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a fucked up thing, man. But it's so much support behind it, you can't tell what's going on.
That's
dirty shit.
That's heavy, man. That's heavy right there. Because in actuality, basically what he's saying is, if you want to be on an even playing field, you got to play dirt because everybody else is playing dirt.
If you're not cheating, you're not playing.
Correct.
94% is a high ass percent, man. I mean,
that's
some of people's favorite fighters is in that 94%.
But look at Lance Armstrong, right? This man ain't have a muscle in his body. He didn't have a muscle in his body. But this motherfucker get on a hill and pass everybody.
That's a fact.
Now, what he had, what the medicine he was taking, wasn't for his body to develop muscle, but for his lungs to expand. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if a fighter get their hands on that.
Was he down with Conti too?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But he wasn't part. That wasn't part. He wasn't part of the box.
I know that was around the same time. That's the only reason why I asked.
But just imagine, because when we think steroids, we think muscles automatically. But imagine imagine a guy got something fed to him for his endurance, and his job is to go in there and keep punching, and then he punching all night long, and we wouldn't think something was up because we don't see the muscles. We like, how could a guy that skinny be on steroids?
Yeah, whole time he ain't tired out yet though.
Yeah, whole time he punching just like it's the first round.
And that's why Floyd used to always say, "I'll drown you." You know what I mean? When he said "I drown you," that means he's saying that he has his conditioning was his skill, man. Not to say Floyd was cheap, but what I'm saying is Floyd used to always say, "I'll drown you." And coach that passed away from Philadelphia, Muslim brother, he said that he said Floyd's gift was his endurance, his conditioning. You know what I mean? And Floyd knew that, man. Floyd would do 20 rounds, 25 rounds and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he meant. I will drown you. You know what I mean? Why? Because ain't nothing worse when a guy, when y'all both got the same skill set and everything, but you're tired as fuck and this guy ain't no more. So the skill set then went out the window.
Throw that away, yeah.
Yeah, this motherfucker's on shape. You know,
exactly.
Give a puncher gas for 12 that would normally gas in 3 rounds. That's
dangerous.
Super dangerous.
Yeah.
Endurance is the main reason they take that shit. I said that yesterday.
Crazy. Yeah, no, that's a fact. But like you said, man, what 94% being about the number, and I believe Greg fully. That means a lot of people's favorite fighter is in that 94%.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that are not, they just a fucking anomaly. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah.
But then you see, all right, but here we go. All right, let's talk about it, right? If you had one guy, who was, let's say, all right, let's say everybody was clean. Let's say everybody was clean, right? But you got one guy beating up everybody, boxing wouldn't be as popular.
Yeah.
Now it's like, now boxing is like gangs. People pick a fighter and they love that guy to death, and they'll fight the other fans and they'll argue with them and they'll do whatever they got to do to prove that guy is the best. It's only one way to even this shit out: if everybody's fucking around. Because if you got one guy who's on a super level and he beating the shit out of everybody else, it kind of make it boring.
Yeah. We'll
But if
turn on
you
the nigga.
Yeah, but if you got 6 fighters that got superpowers and we keep them away from each other and we build it up, and then 8 years down the line we have them fight each other, then it's more interesting.
You'll
But if you
cash
just
out.
but if you just got one guy beating the shit out of everybody, then it's like, man, it's kind of boring. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah,
Powerful
boy.
shit right there, boy. Because
But
it's
it's
facts.
all about perception at the end of the day. And I like to use Canelo Alvarez as my example. Canelo Alvarez has a very well manufactured career. He's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. But matchmaking has a lot to do with his success. Because if you have a marketable product, which is Canelo Alvarez, you're not going to destroy your product. You want to make your product look good. So you're going
Right,
to make sure that you put your product in something that he can look good against.
right,
You know, and what Eddie Reynoso, when you train in a boxer, you know your fighter's weaknesses, you know his strength, you know what he had trouble with, you know the type of fighter he had trouble with. So you stay away from those guys.
yep,
You know, and that's the thing. A lot of these people think that their favorite fighter is invincible, he's unbeatable. That's a lie. Everybody can be beat. There's no such thing as an invincible any fighter, especially all of them gonna get beat.
right,
You get matched up with the wrong guy, get put in with a style that you know that's not good for you. You're gonna look bad, and you're gonna get beat. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo is like well orchestrated career, great fighter, but at the end of the day, it's a manufacturer. That's why he stayed away from David Benavidez. That's why he didn't fight Demetrius Andrade back when they at their HBO days, because that was a stylistic nightmare for Canelo Alvarez.
yeah,
And plus, you got to remember Canelo Alvarez did not have a long, extensive amateur career. He started boxing when he was 15 as a professional.
yeah,
His first 20, he has 20 people on his resume with losing records. So he was learning on the job. You know what I'm saying? Canelo learned on the job. He learned a lot in the gym. He learned a lot by sparring other black fighters, Cuban fighters, Puerto Rican fighters. That's where his education came from, in the gym. So at the end of the day, we just got to get these guys their flowers. They're trying to do the best that they can do with what they have. And as fans, we want to see these guys lose eventually. We hate a guy. I mean, we say we want to say we hate a guy that wins all the time. We'll turn on our favorite fighter when we think that he's just cherry picking or he ain't fighting the best opposition. But nah, this guy need to fight somebody. And that's where the hardcore fans are getting turned off, because we know the game. We know these guys ain't fighting nobody. We know these are cherry picks. We know these are hand picked. So at the end of the day, we already know the outcome. So
yep,
we kind of get,
Oh
we kind of
no.
get bored with it. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
I know Floyd Mayweather daddy, while I was in prison, he called and said, whatever y'all do not put Floyd in there with no slick black fighter that's a southpaw no more.
Mm.
That's what
Hey,
Floyd daddy said, Jack.
hey, y'all want to know something though? Go back
What's
and
that?
look at that fight. Go look at Floyd Senior when he fought
Sugar Ray
Sugar Ray.
Leonard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the reason I'm saying that is Sugar Ray Leonard was one of the best fighters in the world, right? Floyd was just a contender, right? But
Right.
look how good that fight was. It was a good
Yeah.
fight. Even though Sugar Ray got over, it was a good fight though. But you know
It
why?
was. It
But you know
was.
why? Because nobody was fucking around. If
Mm.
if Sugar Ray Leonard was really on some super shit, if he was fucking around and juicing, he would have knocked Big Floyd out probably like 4 rounds. But because it was about just getting ready back in the day, them dudes, they went in there and rumbled, and it was a good fight. It was a competitive fight. You could see where the edge was because Sugar Ray Leonard was a better talent, yes, but it was still a competitive fight. And back in the day, you saw more competitive fights. Now today, you see guys getting wiped out, or they just look like they don't belong in there. You know what I mean? And the reason that's happening is because the margin with the training camps and the guys juicing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially on a worldwide scale, man, because USSR was getting away with that a long time ago.
Yeah, they was.
They done banned their asses out the Olympics totally.
Man, totally.
They
Just do
cheating
what's
so
good.
bad.
I'm also going to say it also goes back to the coaching and the schooling. One thing is always true in boxing. A moving target is hard to hit. That is a fact. These guys today, they don't move anymore. They stand in front of the guy in the shoulder roll with their feet nailed to the ground. That's why they be getting their butt kicked. Moving target hard to hit. Those guys back then, all of them moved. They came up under Ali era, where you was up on your toes, you was bouncing, you was in and out, side to side, feinting, popping the jab. That's why Usyk is so much better than these heavyweights today, because he's up on his toes, he's moving. These big guys can't get a beat on him. And until these guys get back to the old way, getting up on your toes, in and out with the jab, popping, slipping and moving, being able to box off the movement, we're gonna continue to get the results that we get. Because you stand in front of a guy, you giving him a chance. And that's what the difference is to me. These guys fight. They came up under the Floyd Mayweather era. But you forget, Floyd had foot movement. Floyd could do it all. These guys only practice one thing: standing in front of somebody with their feet nailed to the ground, trying to slip and roll every punch, and they're getting clipped.
Well, that also comes from the level of competition when they starting off. I don't believe in a guy fighting a duck every fight, and they do that a lot now. When guys turn to pro, you'll see a guy he 1-0, 2-0. He fighting a guy 2-20, or he fighting a guy 1-16 that been stopped 10 times. So the standing there come from, I know this guy can't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And over time, they bodies just get used to doing it, and then now you in a real fight. You asked out now.
Yeah, because you never had that iron that sharpens iron.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, why do y'all think they taking so long to let prospects go? Like they just announced the fight yesterday with Floyd Schofield and H2O, and Just Do had the live. We was talking about how like we barely see that with guys that early into their career where they getting let go against real competition. I understand these promoters invest in these dudes and they want to see return on their investment, but wouldn't you think it's better to get him in there with some better competition early on to actually see what it is you're dealing with?
Yeah, but the thing is, right? It's just like it's just like a movie. I gotta make you believe this is getting ready to be the best movie you ever saw. So if I'm building this kid up and I got him knocking out these average guys, no matter what, you gotta say, damn, he do be knocking them dudes out. I like that kid. You know what I'm saying? Because why wouldn't you make Shakur and Keyshawn? But you know what's crazy about that? Shakur, they think it's get ready to roll. Keyshawn gonna take his spot. That's why they do it. That's why they don't put him in there. Just in case one of them he want to jump ship, I got another one. You know what I mean? It's just like slavery and all that other shit, man. It's just like that. It's just like it.
Yeah, I think Ali said it's a thin line between the athlete and the slave. And
For sure.
I don't know if you remember seeing. I always like to go back to movies. Movies, there's a lot of parallels in movies. If you go back to that Rocky V movie when what's the promoter that was trying to be the bootleg of Don King? What was his name? God, I can't even think of the dude's name right now.
I know you talk about that.
George somebody, I forget, Mr. Washington or something. But it was a scene in the movie where they had the box in the limousine. He was talking about, I'll fight Rocky Bad Boy anytime, anywhere. Blah, 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 blah. And he said, shut up, you bum. You fight when we tell you to fight and how we tell you to fight.
Yep.
And that's what boxing has always been. That's why a lot of times you see these fights with Canelo, you see these guys look like they're not even trying. Because somebody got in their ears, they look here, man. Get in there and just put in. And boxing has always been like that, man. It's always been mafia time. Hey, look, man, don't try too hard. Make it look good, but don't get too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Charlo fight. Charlo did absolutely nothing. Sergey Kovalev came in playing with Canelo like he was a little brother. Somebody got in that man's ear, say, hey, look here, man, don't get too crazy. Don't knock Canelo out. You just get in there and make it look halfway decent. keep it close, but you know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a part of boxing too. You still got guys taking dives right now. One of my homeboys takes dives on a regular basis. I ain't gonna tell you his name. He takes dives on a regular basis.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm real talk, man.
Don't kill the sport.
But
Remind
listen,
me
Ladies
never
and
to
gentlemen,
do
how
a
you doing?
crime with Eddie.
but listen, when you see a fight, when you see a fight like Schofield and that kid Ashton, what you
Mhm.
seeing with that is the kid Ashton, what he really tried to do was build a big name on social media. He built a little bit of a name, but not so big that we talking about him all the time. Now Schofield, he did a little bit better job building his name, and we seen him fight enough times to know who he is. But we need to see him in a matchup. The reason the matchup is perfect is because whoever wins will get a little bit more respect actually this time for fighting an undefeated fighter and a guy that's actually their size. You get what I'm saying? But the kid Ashton is taking more of a chance because nobody's really been talking about him. He's been fighting here and there, but nobody's really been talking about him. So Schofield, he looked at as maybe the perfect situation for him to get his name buzzing. You know what I mean? But Schofield at the same time, here's a guy that's my size, that's undefeated. You know, if I take him out, I could threaten them other guys. Like, listen, I told you, I'm not nothing to play with. You know what I mean? So it's a great fight, and I like that they're doing it. You know what I mean?
How you doing, gentlemen? Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing, Troy?
Who's playing the
Hey,
music?
I don't
That was
know.
me.
Mute the music.
Y'all having a good conversation, but I think you can't always blame the promoters and managers who do these things to boxers, because in life, you could only get done to you what you're allowed to get done to you, and there's too much history in boxing of fighters getting robbed and so forth for any fighter to come in there blind, because boxing is not the business. The fighters are the business. You take away the fighters. I mean,
All
you'll
right.
have boxing, I'm not done, but you won't have anybody there to box. So, fighters coming into a business have to understand that you are the business, and they have to educate themselves before they sign any contract or anything like that. I understand some might be starving and all that, but you got to educate yourself before you enter anything.
All right.
Anything.
Can I say something to you? Right. You gotta blame the promoters because they the ones calling the shots. If a fighter doesn't agree to something, guess what they gonna tell him? Go ahead, find something else to do. It's that easy, bro. I understand what you saying, and you're absolutely right. They should still educate themselves. But in boxing, if you don't say yes, guess what? You getting a boot to your ass. Get out the door then. Go over
That's
there.
why you cite. Okay, listen, I'll give you a perfect example. Bernard Hopkins, when he fought Roy Jones, on paper he was supposed to get $1 million, right? So
Yeah.
no, hold on. He was with Butcher Lewis and Michael Spinks at the time. So when they gave him his check, it was $60,000. So Bernard asked him, "Where's the rest of my money?" And they told him to mind his effing business. He fired them that day, and he was gone for over about a year and a half. He went out of boxing, and he learned it. He learned the business of boxing, and he came back and he took control of his career. So
Yeah,
I
but
understand what you're saying, but there's really no excuse
no, but no,
for
no, no,
for
no,
these fighters
no,
to
no,
come out
no.
there and get
But
robbed, man.
here's the thing that you skipping over. Bernard sued every promoter he was with.
Ex- exactly. That was
So
before.
so what
Now,
I'm saying, all right, so listen, we
but
talking
now
about
he handles his own business. He handles his own. That was
yeah,
before. Now he
yeah,
handles his own
yeah,
business.
that's what they telling you. But listen to me. He still had to sign with somebody else to even be put on a platform. The
On
reason,
a
the
fight
one
by
reason,
fight basis.
the
On a
the
fight
one
by
reason,
fight basis,
the one
and he actually
reason they
controlled that. They didn't control him.
the
He
one
controlled it.
reason if they didn't control him right now, then why is he a black man working for a Mexican that he beat up?
He's not working for him. They are business partners. You got
You
it wrong.
really
He's not.
believe that?
He's
You
not
really
working
believe that?
for him. He's
You
not
really
working for him.
you really in
Uh,
your heart believe that?
Unless you can prove me wrong, yes,
In
I
your
do.
heart,
Unless you,
do you
unless you
believe
can
that?
prove me, unless you can prove me wrong, sir,
In
I
your
100% believe that.
heart,
I
in the
answered your
bottom,
question 3 times already. I said
in
yes,
your
I
heart,
do.
and I'm
Unless you
asking
prove me wrong.
The hating
question. In your heart, honest to God truth, do you believe that?
For the 5th time,
I don't.
and for the 5th time, unless you can prove me wrong, I 100%
All right,
believe what I'm saying.
let me
You
paint it.
have to
All right, let me
They are
100%
not
believe.
they're not 50-50 partners.
all
He
right,
has stock in Golden Boy.
They are
He
business
does not
partners.
have
I
he
never
does not
said
have a
anything about
majority share.
percentages. I said they are
let me
business
He has a
partners.
but
percentage of it.
not only that, let me paint a picture for you. Why in the world would a black man from Philadelphia, the East Coast, even be a partner with a Mexican from LA who's basically basing his promotion company around Mexican fighters when you are from the Mecca of boxing? That's dumb. That's dumb.
When's the last time anybody put on a big fight in Philadelphia?
Are you out of your fucking mind? July 13th. Make sure you're there. You kidding
What's the
me?
big fight?
Are you kidding? Listen to what I'm trying to say. Listen to what I'm trying to say.
When's the big fight?
Listen to what I'm trying to say, right?
No, just tell me what the big fight is.
I just told you, July 13th, the Wells Fargo. It hasn't been a fight ever at the Wells Fargo. There's never been a fight at the Wells Fargo.
Okay, sir. Who's fighting that makes it a big fight?
Oh man. All right, hardcore.
I'm not playing with you.
I'm gonna holler at you.
Nah, Greg. You don't have to leave, man. We were doing fine.
That boy acting crazy, man. He out of his mind right now. He talking crazy, man.
That's right. We were doing fine until that. So
listen to what I'm trying to say. Cool. All right. If Bernard is how old? 50. Bernard about 58 years old, right? He's for sure our old head, right? Mm-hmm. If he started his own promotion company around the same time that he got with Golden Boy, wouldn't he have first dibs on a Boots Ennis or a Cool Boy or
Seven Farmer, all kind of guys?
Any of these guys? Wouldn't he have first dibs on them?
Facts.
So why wouldn't he do it? So then you're gonna tell me that he a partner with Oscar De La Hoya? You must be out your mind, man. You must be crazy, man. Come on, man. Use your head, man.
Well, gents, I'll say this. Out of curiosity, while that whole exchange was taking place, I went to the Golden Boy website just to see who was on the board. They got Oscar as the chairman and CEO. They got Eric Gomez as president. And for Bernard Hopkins, his role, it just says partner.
And that's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why they got Bernard. And I'm gonna tell you what they paid Bernard to do. They paid Bernard to sway black fighters, whether being an opponent or either signing to Golden Boy. You must be crazy if a black man gonna be a partner at an all Mexican staff situation out in California, man. You must be crazy, man. California is Mexico. So why would a black man go all the way from Philadelphia all the way over to the West Coast to be dealing with some shit like that? Only because, you know why? Bernard don't like putting his own money into shit. So what he do is, I'm gonna go make this money, which is not wrong. That's his choice as a man. He got that choice as a man. But if you think he a partner, you must be out your mind, man. You must be crazy, man. And all Bernard had to do was start small, start a little company, and his shit will be big, just like Oscar's right now.
Hey, brother, but another thing you got to remember, a lot of these boxers did try to start their own promotion companies. They didn't do good. Roy Jones had his own promotion company.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
had his own promotion company.
Them
guys could have came together and probably had something big, But one thing about us,
what I'm saying is,
shits were tax shelters. Nothing.
Just hear me out, though. Just hear me out. This is all I'm saying. Bernard is one of the greatest fighters of all times. Bad motherfucker, right? You are, no matter what people say about him in Philly, and guess what? I don't like Bernard. I can't stand him.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
And we had personal run-ins. This is not from me listening to people. It's because of personal run-ins. But I call a spade, and he's a bad motherfucker. Now, with us knowing everything he went through in the business of boxing and him starting his own promotion, who wouldn't have fucked with Bernard? You gotta fuck with Bernard. But Bernard don't like fucking with his own money, so he didn't even want to fuck with him starting his own promotion in Philadelphia. Why would all of the talent in Philadelphia, why wouldn't you come here and sign all these guys? Come on, man. B.Y. Jennings, he started boxing when he was 22 years old. He turned pro at, I believe, at 24. He win 19 fights in a row. He fighting Klitschko. You can only get something like that out of Philadelphia. Come on, man. Tevin Farmer was 7-4. He got with a manager. He went on a fucking 25 fight win streak. Come on, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, nonverbal communication is a great indicator of things. Whenever Bernard Hopkins talk, look at the way Oscar De La Hoya be eyeballing him. That tell you a whole lot about their situation as partners.
Man, you seen Django before. Fuck y'all talking about? Fuck y'all talking about? Come on, man. And y'all know I don't even like talking like this, man. But come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all seen Django, man. Y'all know who Steven is. Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man.
All I know is Greg has been cooking on this bitch today, dog.
So ass, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Straight
We
up.
appreciate every
you
time,
greatly, man.
And and we keep shit simple around here, man. And that's how it's been. So, that's how we keep it, man. I can understand we all have disagreements and shit, but when you do shit sometimes just to cause, shit like that, I don't like that. You know what I mean? And when a person does it because they do it wherever they go,
Well,
and I don't like that, man.
As far as boxing talk goes, Greg just called it body.
On top of a body.
And
See,
I
I
ain't trying to disrespect nobody. It ain't about
Oh
me.
no. Hey, but we don't get down. We try to just have regular boxing talk. And we can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not a racist or nothing like that. But it just don't make sense to me. Why a man would do that? Like, why would a man go from Philadelphia or New York and go all the way to college? Come on, bro. That's
not when Philly's a hotbed for boxing.
Well, he's supposed to be when they first signed him to Golden Boy. He's supposed to handle the East Coast merchandise.
Exactly.
That's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to handle East Coast merchandise.
Golden Boy East,
which never happened.
Because he couldn't stand on 10. He couldn't be honest about what was going on. I was here. I was here when it was going on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Golden Boy East, and he supposed to man that. You did.
And the big fight is Boots, because every hardcore fan knows what time it is.
And he knew that. He knew that, and that's what was bothering. He knew what the big fight is, July 13th and shit. But he was ignorant about it. I don't like shit like that.
Nah,
that's what I call trolling. That's what I call trolling. Who don't know what fight is happening July the 13th?
And it's big because it's not the opponent. It's the fact that didn't Greg just say nobody fought there?
Ain't nobody fought at the Wells Fargo, bro.
History right now.
Good morning, David.
And all I was trying to say is Bernard could have been his promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard could have been his promoter, but he rubbed so many people wrong. He didn't even want to bother with it. He didn't even want to bother with it because he know what he did to people. So even though he's from Philly and Philly supposed to be brotherly love, the truth is ain't no love if you don't give it. If you ain't giving no love, you ain't getting no love if you ain't giving it. So the fact that he ain't give no love, he knew, all right, I could do this, but they ain't gonna really fuck with me because I done did so many people dirty. But he even still could have right his wrongs with all the guys we had coming after that generation. But Bernard, 50-something years old. These guys they in their 20s. Cool Boy is in his 20s. All these guys is in their 20s. He could have had first dibs on all of these fighters, man. Come on, man.
Well, we got a new guy. We got a new guy. We got Danny. We got Danny Garcia starting his promotion company.
That's what I'm saying. And look what Danny doing. Danny putting on guys from the city.
You don't gotta look far if you from Philly, man. Y'all a hotbed.
Yeah, I met with his PR guy the other day.
Yeah. Danny about to put on his first official show in Atlantic City. He already been moving guys, but now he's putting on his first official show. That's how you do it.
That's the one with the Sonny Conto gonna be on, right?
I think so, in Atlantic City.
Yeah, exactly. Sonny Conto's gonna be on there, yeah.
That's how you do it.
Danny's a businessman. Danny's a businessman, so I think he's gonna do well.
I wish somebody would have did something with Carl Doggin, man. I really liked his style.
Guess who he used to be up under? Bernard.
I like Carl's style a lot, man. He can fight, man.
One of the best pure boxers you ever seen.
Yeah.
Greg, I got a point I want to make as far as the Bernard situation. Now I can understand your point about Bernard should have did his own thing, but take a guy like Al Heyman who has a proven track record of being a good, savvy businessman. And I think that also plays a part also. Like that's why Al Heyman was able to get a lot of fighters because of his experience in the music industry. They said this man is a smart man. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to promote events and promote fighters. So that's why PBC was able to get a lot of guys. Now this new group of guys that's coming together, I would like to see these guys maybe do a merger or maybe do some type of partnership where they can come together, and have a nice promotion company like a Danny Garcia, like a Errol Spence, like a Tank Davis. They was all come together and become another top rank or become another golden boy or become another player, a big player in the boxing game. I think that'd be good for the fighters because at the end of the day, we got fighters fighting on Pro Box that we seen on Showtime, on HBO. Which is nothing wrong with Pro Box, but we got 5 guys fighting on Team Combat League, which lets me know, as far as the boxing economy, that these guys are starving and they need to eat. That's what I'm seeing.
What you mean though? You saying Bernard was a businessman?
Well, I'm not sure if Bernard was he a savvy businessman where people would trust him to, with their career? Like you say he messed over a lot of people. So it was trust issues with Bernard. That's why nobody really wanted to get with him because he had trust issues. Like, I don't trust this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna mess me over. So I'm gonna go with somebody that's known, like a Golden Boy or Top Rank or PBC, somebody who's known, it's kind of like putting your money. Would you rather put your money in the Bank of America or would you rather put your money in Hoghead Cheese Banking? Somebody that's like a fly-by-night company. You want to go with a trusted entity. So that's why a lot of these big promotion companies, because of their reputation, like a Top Rank, has a long reputation of turning out champions, putting on great fights. So that's why these guys have no problem signing with Top Rank, because of their reputation.
Yeah, but also look at the reputation of Top Rank. They get you there and then they let you go.
Mm-hmm. They're good for up and coming fighters, but they're not good once you're established or you become elite. They're not good for those fighters.
Hey, but that's the thing though, that they get you established though, and that's a good working model, because at the end of the day, Bob Arum is a smart guy because he's not willing to break the bank on these guys. I'm gonna get my old trainer told me, he said boxers come a dime a dozen. He said don't never fall in love with no boxer. That's what he told me. He said they'll break your heart. He said they come a dime a dozen. He said champions are made. And that's what this man, he preached this to me when I was boxing, and now I understand what he's talking about. Boxers are come a dime a dozen. Like, you got boxers that turn 18 every single day.
For sure.
And it's only one champion. They can't all be champions at one time. So we just got to find the best guy that we can push, that the people gonna get behind, that the people gonna ride with, and that's the one we gonna put all our money behind. That's the one we gonna give all the push for, and that's the one that's gonna be our next guy for the next 5-10 years or whatever case may be. That's gonna be our cash cow. And then after he retires, we'll take him out, get him knocked off, and we'll find another one. And rinse, wash, and repeat. And that's boxing right there.
But this is why
every sport though. Like,
True.
every sport has somebody who carries the flag for a certain amount of time, and then there's always good players around that's respected. But there's only one LeBron at the time being. Before there was LeBron, there was Kobe. Until he bumped into that scandal. Before that, there was Jordan. There's only one person that they really hold a flag on consistently, who's going to carry the sport. But then in between there, you still got to make your bread in between there. You could be the 6th man of the year. Everybody ain't AI, but AI was never a champion, but they loved him for other reasons other than the sport. It's how you relate to the people sometimes and why they attracted to you. Like a Pitbull Cruz. He don't even know English, but people like his fighting style, so they want to continuously see him. It's different ways and different facets of all sports. But if you so hard on the sport, coach, you might need a new sport to follow, man. Shit is crazy.
Real shit.
I tell y'all what though, we're gonna do a raffle. We're gonna do the raffle drawing right now. If you want to get in the drawing right now, I'm gonna give the next 2-3 minutes to go ahead and send your cash app for this drawing. 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna do the drawing. You can send your $10 to right there on the screen, and you can win Apple. You can win the Apple earbuds. You can win the one for the Droid. You can get a charger stand or wireless headphones. All right, so we're going another 3 minutes. If you want to be part of the drawing, cash app the $10, and that will go towards the meet and greet that we're doing in Philadelphia. All proceeds will go to the meet and greet for. And if you just want to make a donation, we appreciate that. It could be $1, it could be $2. We don't care. Every bit counts, man. You dig? If you just want to donate to the cause for the meet and greet that we're having on July the 13th, with a big fight at Wells Fargo. If you don't know about the big fight, it's going to be Boots versus Cody Crowley, July the 13th at Wells Fargo. And the JBT will be having their first meet and greet that day during the daytime all the way up until the fight. You know what I mean? You'll be able to come past the house, get yourself a plate of food, play games, you know what I mean, and shoot the shit, have drinks, whatever. You know, that's what we're going to be doing up until the time of the fight. If you don't have tickets to the fight, you can chill out at the house and watch the fight from the house. You know what I mean? And that's where while we're doing these little drawings and things of that nature, it will go towards the and we're going to have a real big drawing coming up too, where we're going to be doing a 55-inch flat screen television. Someone will win a 55-inch flat screen television. What do you call it? One of those flat screens, and it's what you call them, whatever. What y'all call it? Smart television shit. Yeah, we're gonna have that. So
come on, old head.
Whatever, dude.
Just do boxing.
Yo, Greg in the panel. Let me ask y'all a question. Would it be beneficial for somebody like a Danny or something like that to like approach like a pro box or like OTX boxing and be like the house promoter for that entity where he could get consistent fights? He got a name that's a little bit bigger than their name or something like that. That's going to carry the sport for the future.
So what I would say is look for something like that to happen like next year, because what happens is everybody want to check numbers. That's the thing now. Everybody checking each other's pockets and they checking the numbers. Well, how many tickets did he sell? How many tickets you sell on average? So would it be in Danny and him getting it rolling? I could see something like that happening like next year.
Okay, because I like the to grow sports, and like Danny name in that situation with like an OTX, so they got their own complex where he don't gotta travel, and like he could just bring the fighters to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it would be a dope thing, and I think the platform of boxing is just too old. Like all the hardcore fans, they old as hell. They don't really care about Twitter and Facebook and all the shit, but that shit matters because that's all statistics that Ryan is eating off of right now. We only talking about this kid because he's live on Twitter. He on Spaces. Nobody don't use Spaces other than him. And it's different platforms that's not traditional to traditional fans, but it matters.
I don't know about that, Remo, because I'm on Twitter every day, and there's a lot of boxing fans on Twitter, and they be in them spaces every day arguing with each other.
But they younger though.
Going
they
crazy.
Younger, though.
No, they're not all younger.
I think you got a beef against old people, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. You got a problem with old people.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna tell you what my beef is, right? So when great fights get made, hardcore fans be like, "Oh, I don't care what bells on the line. They need to be fighting." Da, 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 da. It's only 300,000 hardcore fans in the world, and divide that 300 into who's their favorite fighter, and they gonna hate and they not gonna buy the other fighter the dude because they don't support the dude because they like they fighter. The biggest fights are the ones that draw the casuals. So when you start talking 500, 600, 1 million pay-per-views, it's all from different entities because they might like the event. They don't know who the hell Tank is, but they know he gonna have all the scammers out there and all the chicks with the fat asses gonna be out there, and that's why they're gonna be down there for the weekend. They're not even interested in the fight. So you gotta be bigger than just a hardcore fan to really understand this shit.
I agree to an extent, because I'll say this, Remo. At this point, boxing is a lot more niche than other sports. So to even know who Tank Davis is, or to even know who Ryan Garcia is, you're looking at what these guys' social media followers are looking like, but you got to take into consideration that there's like 9 billion people on the planet. So if you even know who any of these people are, you got to be in tune to some degree. It's
Bro,
not
my
just
daughter.
random people, because you're not gonna just see these dudes on TV like that in commercials. This ain't back in the days where you had boxers with their own video games. Like Holyfield had the Sega Genesis game. Mike Tyson had Punch Out. You seeing them in Pepsi commercials. You seeing Sugar Ray Leonard and damn Franklin sports equipment advertisements and things of that sort. So it's like, to even know who these guys are, to know who Errol Spence is, like, to us as boxer fans, is like, oh, that's that guy. But I could ask a random person at the supermarket and they might not know who he is. So I think,
But that's to my point. Like my daughter's 16 years old, right? She don't give a damn about who Tank is. You know why she know how she know him? Because of his ex-girlfriend, and she followed the girl that braids his hair. That's the only reason she know the dude.
but that's a
That's just
very
adding.
small percentage of people though, because again, it's like boxing isn't being highlighted on that big of a platform. It's not the same with like NBA or with any of these other sports where you're seeing these guys in different commercials. You're seeing them in movies. You're seeing them in the virtual space, video games, all that stuff. I think once upon a time, boxing was super duper popular because of those things. We used to have movies like The Great White Hype. Remember that with
oh yeah, that was great.
Damon Wayans
Wayans with the Wayans brother.
Yeah, like we used to have movies like that. Used to have all the different biopics like The Hurricane and all this other stuff.
Yeah, that
And it
was a
seems
good
like
one.
that's becoming like less and less. Like over the past couple of years, we had like Creed, we had like one boxing video game. But with all of those other sports, you have so many other forms of promotion. Some of these things, yeah, they might seem like they products, but they're also promotion. Like anytime you see a damn Kia commercial and they're talking about basketball, that
Yeah,
promotes the NBA. When you see a
but
State Farm commercial with Chris Paul, that promotes the NBA as well. And it's like with boxing, we don't have that. So again,
but
yeah.
Hold on. You and Ant can go forever, man. Can I do this drawing real quick, man? Let's do this drawing real quick. We're gonna get that done. We're gonna get the drawing done real quick. But you know what's so funny? When you think about the game that I grew up on, Mike Tyson Punch Out. Think about it, man. That's Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
It is.
Glass Joe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's little Mikey versus Mike Tyson.
All right, here's the drawing, y'all. I'm about to pick the winner right now, y'all.
Do it, Fluid.
Here it is.
Do it, Fluid.
The winner is
Oh, what we watch.
D1.
Yeah.
D1
for the win. D1 for the win.
D1.
D1 for the win.
My
D1.
address is. I'm just kidding.
Pun intended.
Send your address to me at D1. You got my telephone number.
Holy shit! I can't believe I won.
And I'll get it out to you today.
And that Barney Rubble.
Nice.
How about that? Look, got your money in right in time. He was the last person to send the money in.
I know, right? Look at it. Fixes
What they say, the last should be first.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'll take it. Pretty sure.
My man D for the win said, I heard D and I got hype.
Yo, KD, what's up, man? I heard you trying to get a word in there like 5 times.
Yeah.
What's up, Just Dude? What you got for us, man?
I've just been over here listening to y'all cooking. Actually, man, I just been enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, man, it was a good conversation, but for sure. Greg came in there and brought that levity.
I'm gonna go back to work.
That's what I did.
You ain't got no job, Tommy.
Y'all ever talk about this Tyson Fury thing or not? Like,
minor.
Yeah, well, matter of fact, I'd like to get your opinions on the panel right now. Starting with Tampa Tommy. You right there, Tampa Tommy. Who you got this weekend? And why?
I got Usyk.
And why? Man. And why?
All right, the reason I got Usyk, I don't like Tyson Fury. That's it. Now, also too, I think Usyk got the tools. But I don't know if he got enough dog in him. You know what I'm saying? We gonna find out.
Okay. All right. Coach Addy,
Yes, sir.
who you got this weekend?
I got Usyk. Man. I got Usyk for the win, man.
Why?
I believe that Usyk foot movement, his angles, his in and out game, his feint game, his level changes is going to be a little bit too much for Tyson Fury, man. And I think he's going to probably get Tyson Fury into following him around instead of cutting off the ring. So that's one thing. Joshua made a mistake. He followed Usyk around, and he just kept getting ran into shots, man. I think it's probably the same thing going to happen to Tyson Fury.
Okay. Just do boxing. I'm writing it all down. I'm writing it down.
You, man. I keep going back and forth a little bit with this one, man. But I, you know what? I might say this might be the fight where all that, you know, that selective, those fights he was giving us that was trash. Maybe that Ngannou fight that looked rough. Maybe it was more to it than that. Maybe the age and the lifestyle could be catching up to him. And I wonder again how much that, you know, fluctuating up in weight and coming back down. And where I wonder at what point does that affect? So it seemed like he want to be light enough to be able to move in there with Usyk, but I just think Usyk got a little bit more skill than Tyson Fury. He's just a big ass guy, so that's why I got it going back and forth. But man, I want Usyk to win. Man, I'm rocking
All right.
with
Usyk.
Usyk.
All right.
Very much
Greg
Tyson Fury,
Hackett.
but man, it's a tough fight.
Hold on, Jess. So is that a Usyk or no?
Man, yeah, I'm rocking with Usyk, man. I'm rocking with it.
And Baby Deuce said he got Usyk too. Okay.
Yeah, I heard him say. You heard what my dad said.
Greg Hackett.
First thing, this is a great fight skill wise. It's two very very skilled heavyweights. You know what I mean? Usyk is what they say he is when it comes to the footwork. You know what I mean? The timing. He has surprising strength. He's stronger than he looks. But he's been showing us that he does not like body shots. And I think over time, being in the ring with Tyson Fury, he'll get wore down. The reason being, Tyson Fury respects Usyk. That's why we see him in the shape he in. He know he couldn't come to the fight on some bullshit. So we get ready to see probably the best Tyson Fury we've seen because he understands what he has in front of him. Tyson Fury is a crafty fighter. I mean, we do know, and it's just massive. He a big guy, man, but a big guy who can move. So I think that's what's going to be the trouble for Usyk. A lot of the things that he gets away with at heavyweight, Tyson Fury won't let him get away with it. I think it'll be competitive up until like probably the 5th or 6th round, and from there we'll see a separation. I think Tyson Fury gonna win the fight.
All right, Greg says Fury. Ant McQueen.
You know me, I'm always split on these things, man. Because I was watching both guys, and a lot of what Coach Eddie said, I was seeing that when I was watching Usyk, and I watched the fight that Fury had with what's the dude's name? Because he got similar dimensions. They both southpaw. Otto Valine. And actually, I got a question for both of y'all, Coach Eddie and Coach Greg. Like, as far as when you're working with a fighter, how do you get them to not bite so frequently on certain feints, particularly level changes? Because the one thing I was noticing from Fury was every time Valine, as a smaller man, when he changed levels, Tyson Fury just initiated a probe and he just kept that lead hand out there, and he was just leaving the whole right side of his body open, and the middle was wide open too. And what's name was able to get underneath the lead hand and hit him to the body, come over the top with shots. And then that cut that he had, he was actually able to get on the inside because he changed levels. Fury extended the lead hand. He got underneath, doubled the left hook up to the body, then up top, and then that's how he got split. And I noticed when Usyk was fighting Joshua, a lot of times that's how he was able to attack him on the center line was by changing levels and getting underneath the lead hand. And then he was doing work like that. So with a guy that's bigger like that, how do you get them dudes to not be overreactive to the feints like that, to where they're creating openings for the smaller man?
Man, that's a great question right there, man. I guess the thing that I would do, I would try to tell him that maybe you need to feint with him, and if you see a situation that you don't like, create a little bit of distance, man. Maybe back off from him a little bit, and be first, man. You know what I'm saying? In other words, a lot of times I tell guys if you're waiting on somebody, the only thing you're waiting on is to get hit. So be first, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't just stand there and wait. And if you either you're in or you're out, don't play around in that no man's land. But Tyson Fury's dimensions to me in this fight, his height is going to be a detriment to me because I believe Usyk is going to be able to also target that body also with straight punches. And when I was boxing, I love fighting guys. I'm 6 foot. I love fighting guys that were 6'5", 6'6", because I was quick enough and I was strong enough to target the rib cage and the solar plexus. And I got a lot of stoppages like that, fighting taller guys, because you're able to get down real quick and you're able to explode and let your hands go. And I think that Tyson Fury is going to have trouble with the feints. Not only that, Tyson Fury been hit a lot. He's been down a lot. So sometimes you can become jumpy as a fighter when you hit the canvas a lot. So you'll bite on those feints a little bit more, especially if you've been hurt. So he's going to have them feints are going to cause him a lot of problems.
You got anything on that, Greg?
I think it's starting in the mind. You know what I mean? If you I think the overreactive starts in the mind and mental. If you like look at something as like shocking, then yeah, you will go for a feint and end up getting caught behind it. But I think with a guy like Tyson Fury with his experience and him knowing that and watching tape, I believe watching tape have a lot to do with it too. But to me, I don't know if this worked for everybody, but speed, power, timing, distance breaks all of that. Like what I mean is like what my old head said. If you're not there to be hit, then how can you be? It don't matter. Like nothing's gonna happen. So if a guy take a step in, you should take a step out. If he take a step back, you take a step forward. If he go to his left, you go to your right. If he go right, you go left. You know what I mean? Just to keep breaking the distance or either making the distance. So I think the movement is going to give Usyk a little bit of trouble, and that's why I think Tyson Fury coming in there is in tip-top shape because he can't get lazy.
Okay. All right, Ant. So give me your who you got, Ant?
I don't know.
You do this all the time
because I don't know. Because most of the time, like I said, it's like before a fight takes place, I watch both guys, and then a lot of times I go back and then I'll watch certain sequences. Because when I notice a certain thing, and I'm like, why the hell does he keep getting hit with the same thing? I'll go and I'll watch it at half speed, and I'm just like, okay, that's why. And that was the one thing I noticed with Tyson Fury in particular, that Valine was able to get underneath him damn near every time he changed levels. I agree with what Coach Eddie said too about like being first, because that was the one thing I have noticed. When he was using his jab and he was firing with authority, he was able to touch him. But when he was kind of indecisive and just pulling straight back, another thing with Usyk, what I noticed with him is when he attacks, he does a great job, especially with this being an open stance matchup. Even though Fury can switch, a lot of times he does a great job of establishing that lead foot dominance and putting his foot on the outside. So you got no choice but damn near to pull straight back. And then he do a great job of getting his head off the line when he's throwing straight punches too. So I don't know. It's a little bit tricky. Tricky.
We'll come back to you then. Thomas Hill.
The diplomat. That's Mr. Ann McQueen, yeah. I want to say first and foremost that Charles Whitley, you're a winner every day in book. So, we automatically figure you're going to win that drawing no matter what. But as far as that fight, I think what Greg said is true. That body work, especially for Usyk, is problematic. I don't know whether or not that's going to be something that's going to be expressed, highlighted in the regimen and the preparation for the fight for Fury. I know he does do decent work to the body. I think that Usyk, he does show that weakness to the body, and he doesn't like taking body shots, no doubt about it. I think, though, if it is a fight about distance, if it's a fight about foot control and things of that nature, I believe he's a little bit better at that than Fury is. And I think that if Fury is trying to get down to fight his fight, then I think it benefits Usyk. And I think that just enough with the level changes, I think enough with the parrying and things like that, Usyk will find a way to outpoint him and win the fight.
So we going with Usyk? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Usyk.
D1.
I think it's a true 50-50 fight. I think Fury's going to box left-handed and jab his nose off all night. Probably stop him with a body shot in the 10th. But it's a true 50-50. Fury, stoppage, 10.
Okay. All right. Me, I'm going to go with the old saying, when you got a good big man against a good little man, normally the good big man wins. I feel, though, that Fury does have a problem with smaller guys, though. I mean, the times that he has been clipped and been put on the ground, Stephen Cunningham, Wilder has always been the smaller guys that have done that to him. But I feel, though, that Fury still has enough in his tank that I think he wins this fight. I think he definitely wins this fight by split decision. I'm going with Fury.
I think boxing's going to win because they got to fight again. And if this is a good fight, we already got the rematch date and everything.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? We do got
Boxing
it's
wins.
another rematch. It's automatic rematch. So, but yeah, man, if anything, right now the fans are winning big time because we were all worried about could this year beat last year's fights, you know, because we all loved last year. But it looked like we're on a great start to a hell of a year of boxing and shit. Right after that, we got Tank coming up. You know what I mean? David Benavidez. And then August 3rd, we got Crawford and a hell of a card underneath that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're definitely winning right now, man. We got that. Right. We got that 5x5, that 5x5 thing that's coming up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's so much shit going on in boxing, man. We are definitely winning. You know what I mean? We got Boots' big fight coming up July the 13th at Wells Fargo, already sold out. You know, yeah, I mean, so we're winning like crazy, man. We're winning like crazy, man. So I'm definitely happy about it, man.
What big fight is that in Philadelphia?
Where? Who?
Who's that?
Some guy named Shoe or Boot or something like that, man. He's fighting,
The hating Jamaican comes through.
Oh, Troy, boy.
My man was getting depth. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Well, fight I am excited to see too, man. My guy Supersize Amir Khan, aka Caballero.
What?
He fighting Frank Sanchez.
No doubt. Just like dude. Holy shit.
We got a lot of good shit coming down the pike. I'm happy about it. Hey, man, I want to thank everybody that contribute to the raffles today. You know what I mean? We pulled in a good $70 that's going to go toward. Well, it'll be a little bit less than that after I back out the shipping costs. But at least $60 we done made. That's going to go towards the meet and greet July the 13th on that real big fight card that's happening. On
the power of words. Spoke that raffle ticket right into existence.
Yeah, man, you pulled that one off, man. You was like, yo, I buy a whole bunch of me and my son, we go through a lot of them. So
no doubt.
It worked out great for you. And this ain't the last one. We're gonna keep on doing more drawings, man. So we can, when it's finally time to do the meet and greet, you know what I mean, all y'all gotta do is just show up, man. And that's gonna be a beautiful thing, man, you know. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. We're gonna have a good damn time, you know. But other than that, man, we're gonna shut it down. We just put in another 3 hours and 3.5 hours. You know what I mean? Then we got Cash Sports coming on at 2:00. Then we got Just Do Boxing at 4:00, you know, and Just gonna run until 9. So, you know.
Hey, them strings
You
get
dig?
crazy, don't it?
And we got BVO boxing, man. I believe he's doing something tonight too. You know what I mean? And we got the Rise at 9:00, man. So yeah, man, we're doing it, man. We're having fun. We're enjoying ourselves. Just boxing talk. I think KQ is doing something at 12:00.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Right.
so it's always some boxing going on, man, and we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. I appreciate everybody that showed up today in the chat, man. Like again, I said, I want to thank everybody, man, for yesterday, man. I really enjoyed yesterday. You dig? And hey, we'll be right back at it tomorrow morning with the hangout, Jack. And other than
Love,
that,
fella.
You know.
appreciate everybody, man. Salute,
Be
salute,
good.
salute. Appreciate everybody on the panel tonight too, man. Today.
Catch you
Other
later.
than all right, other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. I'm out of here. Let me turn this damn thing off. And we out.